World.
Hello,
Welcome
everybody,
back.
and welcome to tonight's episode of Dungeons & Dragons with Chris and Megan, Quinn and Joe.
we gotta work on a name for that.
No.
The Obsidian Theater.
Obsidian Trinity.
I can dig it.
So, who is going to do the inspiration tonight? I'm sure that there's going to be things that you're missing, so I will interject, but feel free, whoever's here.
Can I start?
So why are you looking at me?
Go for it. Well, it was 90% your storyline.
Alright, so,
Okay.
as glimpsed through a drunken haze, Wong and two sidekicks.
Wow.
What was that?
Sorry, that just took me off guard.
That took us off guard.
So Wong, Core, and the End come to the Feathergale Spire, which is the home of the Feathergale Knights, who are in opposition with the Stone Monastery.
Yep. Doing good.
Once here, End took on the guise of, I want to say, Lancel Wolfbane, or something, Dorgan Wolfgar.
Laldor Pride Wolf.
Ah, yes, I knew there was a wolf.
The word wolf was in there.
The word wolf was somewhere in there.
You said that, and I was like, yeah, that sounds right.
He's confident. I'm sure he's right.
Laldor Pride Wolf. Under that guise, we got in to the Feathergale Spire and sort of took a tour and have ingratiated ourselves in with the knights.
And
And
Safra.
ah, yes, Savra. Savra is the one he's sweet on, or is sweet on Laldor, wherever he is now. Dead. Possibly dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay.
Rip.
That's
For now.
ripping.
Dun dun. Necromancy.
Yeah. So we spend the night making friends, wandering around. I don't know this, but Core had an interesting night with his newfound patrons.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Potentially poisoning someone, don't know, but of course Wong doesn't know that.
Oh,
End had a romantic magic carpet ride with the lovely lady,
yeah.
and
The carpet here being...
yes, the carpet
Hippogriff.
being a big old hippogriff. And
Still mad about that.
It was amazing.
and I believe we awoke the next morning to sounds of battle.
So,
And
I also
the
almost
call.
started fighting both the commander and the guy who gave me my javelin.
Core, who has the what's the opposite of a golden tongue that End has?
Lead tongue?
Lead tongue. Lead tongue. Well, it's certainly saying some interesting things, and
My best stat is still charisma.
That can also be intimidation.
okay, so you're a
Yeah.
pretty dick.
Yeah.
I've met a few pretty dicks in my time.
They
But that's a story for
they were-
another day.
They're wasting my
Now we're
goddamn
going to
time.
restart this.
So, a couple things to go over. Up at the top of this spire, you also met the Lord Commander of the Feathergale Knights, a man by the name of Thurl Maraska, or just Thurl.
Justin Thoreau.
You learned why Sabra came to the Feathergale Spire. She was taken there by a man named Abram.
Well, I thought she wanted to go.
She did, but she went with someone.
Oh, okay. A man named what?
Abram.
I think I missed that part. So,
We only mentioned it once.
I also have here that she talks about the master of the mountains and said it might be a Manticore.
We're
I
under
get
the
that
impression it's a
commander's
Manticore. It's Thoreau.
Thurl.
Thurl?
Thurl.
And the man that
Oh.
she came with, what was his
Sorry.
name?
Abram.
Abram? Like Abraham without the...
Yeah.
Ha? Okay.
Without the laughter.
Like Abraham's name before he
A
was
little less
Abraham?
comedic.
Okay.
So you did also meet a electrician of sorts by the name of Ecker.
Ecker?
Ecker.
Oh, not Eckerd.
How would you spell that?
E-C-K-E-R.
Ecker, the mad scientist.
Accurate.
He's the maker of Arc, the lightning javelin, which you have now, right?
I do have it. And it's fully charged since we slept. Or is it once a day? And it's just a new day anyway.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
I have notes here on the possibly Manticore, quote, Master of the Mountains, says, spotted in the morning.
Yep. That's about all the information that you know about that. It was very briefly mentioned and not brought up again for the session. Give me 1 second here.
Sure.
Good campaign, guys. It's, we're gonna die.
Okay. So, everyone awakes in the morning to a different level of grogginess. Long, you feel fully refreshed. Crack your back a little bit. It's been a very comfortable night. Core, you wake up with a absolutely throbbing headache. And you wake up feeling like you could have gotten a little bit more sleep, but you think that the night previous was worth it. All of you are sleeping in the same room around the same bunk area, and you hear a cry of, Manticore! Spotted! Down to the valley! Everybody immediately in their bunks just goes straight up and starts looking around in a bit of a panic, and then immediately just starts throwing off of their bed cloaks, just storming out, going to a room around the side from where you're currently staying, and you can hear very clearly the sound of armor.
I take this opportunity to drink.
Okay.
And I'm well, looks like we're getting started early. Do we want to follow this and see where it goes?
Why are you asking?
I don't know. Do we want to just hang out in the basement?
No,
and see
let's
what
get up
happens?
there and see what's going on.
I just follow the crowd, just to make their way out wherever they're going.
Sure. So, did I give you guys a map?
Yeah, well, this.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the one you're talking about.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So, let me pull that up real quick for you guys.
You want me to put it here?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that marked with numbers for you?
No. Well, this is, but not like in rooms or anything.
Okay. So you guys are on the southern part of the ground level there. The southwestern part is where all of the armory is. That's where you see the most commotion. People are moving around. There's probably about half a dozen soldiers, men-at-arms getting ready. A couple of people are starting to head downstairs.
To the
from where you
stable
currently
level?
Are, to the stable level.
I'm following them.
Do I
look
see
around.
Savra anywhere?
Yeah, do I see the Lord Commander anywhere? Or the Knight
Perception
Commander?
checks.
Oh, okay. Where's my D20?
I have no people of interest. I
Oh,
20.
Mike?
ran for
I
it.
owe this.
20 even, because a natural 20.
Okay.
First roll of the night.
Natural 1.
All right.
You have a +0 for whatever you just rolled?
Yes, I do.
What was
The
it?
whiskey tasted really,
20.
really
Full
good.
perception check?
Yeah.
You just take a moment to kind of examine the finer notes of the barrel it was probably aged in. Meanwhile, end there. Firstly, are you disguised?
Ooh.
Good question.
No.
Oh, wait, you revealed yourself to
Savra.
Savra.
I asked her to let it be known to the other guy, and I don't know if she's gotten about that yet, but in my haste, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So you walk outside, and let's see here. Surprisingly, nobody seems to notice this red-skinned tiefling that now seems to be in their company, as
Dumb fucks.
everybody's in a bit of a rush to be getting around. However, you do hear murmurs of people as they're kind of coming and going. Report to the pinnacle! Report to the pinnacle!
Pinnacle. That sounds
Pinnacle,
important.
that's the top of the building.
However, you do see people kind of going all over, including a few going into the kind of gardening area that's directly to the east of where you are. The same area where you planted your item.
That was in a garden? Oh, shit.
It was in like a
That was a big room.
It was like a hanging garden, almost.
Oh, it was hanging off the tower on the side of it? Or
Sort of,
something?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What floor is that on?
Ground level.
Ground level.
There
Where I
are
just
a couple
put a
of people starting to rush inside of there, and that's where you dropped off the specimen.
Okay.
Delivered your cargo. No, it's fine. I'll also scoot you.
Even though I tried to drink it myself first. And then tried to purify it.
Oh no.
Didn't work.
Let's get up top. Follow me.
Right behind you.
I'm not with you.
I'm starting to go.
I'm still going to the stable.
Okay, so you go downstairs. Everybody else starts to make their way upstairs. Corey, you go downstairs to the stables.
Yes.
And let me find this here real quick. So, there's a circular landing surrounding the central shaft of the spiral staircase you just ascended.
Yes.
There's a landing piled with supplies and bales of straw. Radiating from the landing are 12 stalls with straw-covered floors. Each stall with a harness, riding crop, and saddle hanging there. Swinging wooden doors cap both ends of the stall, so the entrance and the exit leading out into the abyss beyond.
Okay.
So downstairs you do see two people that are starting to get the saddles off of the walls and starting to put them on, latch them on to a couple of the hippogriffs. You do see, let's see here, 4 hippogriffs down there and 4 giant vultures. Absolutely massive beasts, a head probably about as large as your entire upper half.
Okay.
And they seem to be getting saddles on them as well.
Okay. I will walk up to somebody putting saddles on a hippogriff.
You here to help?
I am. You got them all. I forgot my accent.
Oh,
Have you got them all saddled up for me?
For you?
Yes. There's no time to hesitate. I have to get out there. We have to defeat this thing.
You ever rid one of these things before?
I'm sure I will learn on the way. If
Indeed.
it's any different than riding a horse, I'm sure I just have to make some adjustments.
Make a quick animal handling check as you start to approach the stall that he's standing at.
Bow. Bow.
14.
14. So you kind of reach your hand out, and this hippogriff doesn't exactly shake it off, but it does kind of look at you, kind of like almost in a sort of intimidation type thing, but also like it's not pissed off at your presence.
Yeah.
He says, "Well, before you're allowed to ride it, you're gonna have to get permission from the Lord Commander."
Alright, and then what I do is I walk out into like a doorway or something. Is it like an area where I can get out of his sight and where, like, let's say the staircase or something, would there be anybody around me in the staircase?
People are kind of starting to come and go. As you go up the staircase, you notice that the room that you stayed in has almost entirely cleared out.
Can I take a moment and disguise self as just a common soldier of the knights?
Okay, how so? Like, are you changing your attire? Are you wearing anything else?
Well, I believe my spell it doesn't
It's just an
physically change me.
illusion.
It's just an illusion, so I will just look like that. I won't be wearing any other stuff.
Okay. Alright, so you cast your spell upon yourself, and you change yourself into more of a human-like figure. You're a half-elf, right?
Yes.
So you kind of eliminate some of your elven features. The ears get a little less pointed. You're a little bit more kind of hunched over in stature, a little bit less fine poised to yourself. But you do manage to successfully change your appearance.
Okay, and then I head back in, and are people starting to now mount them?
No.
Not yet.
Everybody seems to be getting like the bit and bridle on there. They're getting the saddle all leathered and satcheled up. They aren't actually getting on. They're going and attaching from one creature, moving to the next creature, attaching the saddle.
So
to
what
the
I'm
next.
noticing is that there are no riders there yet.
Correct.
Okay.
So
I will,
real quick.
yes.
So as you guys are starting to make your way up, you do notice there's quite a bit of a hubbub in the area around here. Sabra, you do notice her kind of outfitted in her knight's uniform, wearing a pretty nicely decorated set of leather armor and a large cap over her head. And she looks out, sees you for a moment, and kind of, oh, right. And she starts to follow right behind you.
Right. Sorry. I missed who that was.
Sabra,
Sabra. Okay.
your
So
girlfriend.
she remembers, and like
She was a little shaken at first, but she came to her senses.
So, as I recall, I had told her that sometimes I put on this illusion.
You put that on as a disguise for your human self.
It's the
Right.
opposite of what you actually are doing.
Yes, as an excuse to not have to use a spell. But it's worked so far, so... Alright, we keep going upstairs.
Okay. You finally start to make your way to the top of the pinnacle. As you look out beyond the hills, you notice that the sun is just barely starting to rise, barely creeping beyond the hills beyond you. And as such, there's a very thick, heavy fog encompassing the entire area in front of you.
Do I see any Manticores?
You can make a perception check.
Can I ask a quick question? Did
Sure.
I tell her why I put on wanted to put on this disguise here?
Not that I remember.
I'll have to make something up.
This thing is one away from getting tossed.
Thanks, Gio.
Just about. Yes, for perception, correct? 7.
Okay.
I'll try.
Sure.
13.
Unfortunately, this very thick, heavy fog seems to be encompassing almost everything beneath Feathergale Spire. So think of it kind of like the Grand Canyon, and there's this giant skyscraper etched right into the side of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
cool.
you're in the very top of a valley. The valley's dipping down below you, and it is entirely encompassed in fog, from the best of your being able to tell.
Gotcha.
Standing out towards the east, you do notice Captain Thurl, and he has his back to you, looking out beyond the pinnacle, standing at one of the very edges, looking down through a small periscope.
Sapper, did you get a chance to tell him that sometimes I look like this?
No, I haven't.
I think you better do the introductions real quick then.
I'm not sure if we'll have time. And immediately, as soon as that happens, the telescope collapses, puts it down to his side, turns around, says, "Men."
Sir, it's me. It's Laldor. I apologize for my appearance. I thought it necessary, just in case we run into people who may be looking for me. I don't know who comes here on your bad side. It's just a precaution.
Make a deception check.
I will do so.
I mean, that's what he does.
This is what I do. The exact number for deception is 26.
Okay.
Jesus.
No. Yes, 26. 18
Okay.
and 8, 26.
Yes.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were blushing. Well, be that as it may, this beast has been attacking our men as well as the rest of you know. He hasn't taken any of us out yet. However, it sure has been a pest amongst us. Now, we are knights. We are not the prey. We are the hunter. And today, we will take this opportunity to hunt! And everybody starts cheering and kind of like raising their weapons up towards
There's other
the sky.
knights around here?
Yes. The pinnacle has been almost flooded by almost everybody in the spire.
Yeah!
Get in here. Oh, you're downstairs.
I just hear screaming. I'm just like, yeah.
You look down and you see him removing a ring from his finger with a very ornate pattern on it. A large, a garnet inside of it. Holds it up in the air and says, "A prize for whomever brings me the beast's head." Puts it back on.
Making a game into it, I see.
What's the fun of a hunt if there's not a reward? Besides, Manticore meat isn't the most tender of things. Must enjoy it for some other reason than the thrill.
Wouldn't know. For those of us who might not be the most adept at, say, air travel, how can we participate?
Buy Hippogriff back, or Vulture if you prefer.
In other words, get proficient with air travel.
Well said, Laldor. Well said.
You've ridden a horse, I assume.
Yeah. I am proficient in land vehicles. Every time I say that, it seems to elicit that response.
I don't think that's what that means. I heard full
Well,
field, right?
Yeah.
That's
Is that
fair.
39?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a 30 to me.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, yes?
I'll be sure to have one of my men give you a quick briefing. before you leave.
Appreciate it. And I sort of can I make eyes with like one of the guys around me and be like, yeah, you.
Can you make eyes with one of the guys around you?
Yeah, it's like catch the eyes of somebody around me. I just be like,
That's not what that phrase means, but now I understand you.
Oh. I mean, Wong is kind of it's early. He's had a few.
I
drinks.
believe meat eyes is what you're trying to say.
Catch the eye.
Catch the eye.
Ah, okay.
Make eye contact.
Now, to maximize our effectiveness, I say that we split up. 2 groups of 4. Sabra, you'll head up one team. Laldor, the other.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Clear my throat.
you are dismissed. I expect a battle plan in an hour.
Yes, sir.
Go!
Do we have permission to choose our own team, sir?
I like don't get involved.
Sabra kind of looks up at you, a little off-put by the fact that she's not in your group. She starts to speak up for a moment and says, Captain, I'd really like to fight alongside Laldor. No. Love will only get in the way of this.
Oh.
Shit. It's too dangerous.
Breaks my heart.
Hi!
Will you call your parents?
Okay.
Someone's looking for them.
Someone's looking for them?
Uh-oh.
She's like, hey, where are Glenn and Kathy? I'm like,
Oh, that's always awkward.
I don't
So I've
know.
had like one backseat ride on a hippogriff
Mhm.
ever.
Yeah.
Now not only do I have to fly a hippogriff, I have to lead a team of hippogriff
I
knights.
believe, according to rules, though, riding a hippogriff is no different from a horse. It just goes up and down in the sky.
Just
The controls are
I'm
the
just
same.
adding flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I'm
Hey.
intimidated for you, mostly because.
Kirsten said that
Oh,
there's
wait, are you
somebody out in
talking
the
as your
driveway
character, or are you just
looking
saying
for
it
you?
out loud as you?
I'll
Joe?
talk as my character.
Oh, I thought you were talking about it as you,
You
Joe.
were
I was
Paul.
like, don't even worry, dude.
Just real quick, do you think that we should split up? Since
I'm not there.
do you think
Okay.
we should split up?
Yeah,
Alright.
I can link on with some
Yep, love you.
with some knight and we'll maximize our well, if there are multiple of us on multiple things, then yeah, no, not on like teams, on like I suggest that rather than getting onto the same hippogriff.
I mind talk
No.
to.
There's four.
Cats.
There's one rider per hippogriff.
Oh, is there? Maybe I misunderstood.
What'd you say?
One
One
rider.
One rider
One-
for every.
One rider for
hippogriff or
every
vulture.
hippogriff. Yeah.
You
Does-
can put 2 people on one hippogriff, but
Oh, in that case,
I'm
then,
expecting
then
to
I'll
ride.
probably just stick with you. Then.
I mind
I think
messaged
he
him
wants
that I went
4
downstairs.
people though, on 4 different mounts.
I mind messaged you that I went
Hold
downstairs.
on, I'm getting something.
I went to the store.
I went
Incoming
downstairs!
message from the big giant head.
Quinn is downstairs.
And
Or
that's-
Cora's downstairs.
Who the hell is Quinn? No, okay, yeah. So 4 people go on 4 mounts. Okay.
Well, I think
There's a total of 8 mounts.
Okay.
that's the idea.
4 of them are vultures, 4 of them are hippogriffs.
More moving targets.
Well, Mike knows that now, so.
Yes.
Core, what are you doing down there?
Are you messaging me? You can't respond to me.
I have message as well.
Oh, right.
Gift.
I'm trying to let this guard get me on a hippogriff so I can go fight this thing. What's going on?
We're splitting up into 2
In
teams.
my American accent.
We're splitting up into 2 teams, and I'm in charge of one. We're taking on the hunt for this feast.
Can you... Sure.
And we all have to fly a hippogriff or a vulture.
Yes. Finally. Meet me down there.
Why?
Because that's where the hippogriffs
Oh,
are.
right, alright then. I don't think my character knew that yet.
Well, I told you.
Just now.
Yeah. So, it
Okay,
works.
So now I know. I knew that.
Right.
Did you know that?
Did you know that there's hippogriffs down here?
Now you know. Anyways.
Commander,
Yes,
I'm assuming we're talking about one individual per mount, right?
correct.
Excellent.
We have either the hippogriff or a vulture to choose from. They offer benefits for going one way or the other, but that is entirely up to you. A vulture is a little bit more erratic in its personality. It tends to do more circles in its movement. If you're not the most dexterous, I would consider going with the hippogriff. It's a much more refined,
Definitely not dexterous.
able-bodied mount.
Very well. We'll be on our way, and I start walking downstairs, and I kind of motion to Savra to walk with me.
But one last thing. Abram, you'll be with the Trinity. And you see another very well-built man. Very muscular, kind of short military cut style hair. Blonde hair, that is. And he just kind of holds his hand to his chest and says, "Yes, my lord." And
So that
starts to make his way
The
downstairs.
first team is decided then.
Well, yes.
Very well. I
She's already
continue
been fed.
walking. Very well. I continue walking downstairs
Okay.
and motion to Savi.
Yes.
Sorry we can't fight together, but I think this is for the best.
I think so too. I don't want anything to get in the way of our abilities.
Any particular advice, as you know that I'm not the most experienced flyer?
It's all instinct.
Great.
The moment that you try and force something, you'll fall.
All right.
Here. And she takes a necklace off and puts it over top of you. And you notice this as a... I'll make an Arcana check.
I should probably get some proficiency in Arcana.
Can you get proficiency in something?
With a feat, you can.
Oh, cool.
18.
Okay. You recognize this as some type of enchanted amulet. You recognize that it started to glow last night as you were falling. When she waved her hands in the air, you jumped off the top of the pinnacle. You
What does
noticed
this-
a small glow.
What does this do?
This will save you, if you need it. I won't. I've never fallen. I won't need it. I won't.
Don't start today, my love.
I won't.
Continue downstairs.
You continue downstairs. Sabra breaks off from the rest of your group. It
Should
is
I
just
mark
the three of
that,
you.
or is that just kind of a temporary thing?
So if you want to, you can just mark that you have a necklace of Featherfall.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Do I have to attune?
Those
to
go
it?
around, or
Um,
could use one
for the
this.
purposes of this, no.
Okay. Is it in here? That would be awesome if it is. All right, so I'm going down to the stables.
I'm following.
Okay. There is a absolutely massive ruckus of crowds around you. Many people are starting to kind of sharpen up their swords. A couple of people have kind of split off into their own little packs to start to do their own.
There is a ring of feather falling. Can I just put that in there, just because it probably does? the
Can you
same
read
thing?
it for me?
It says, when you fall while wearing this ring, you descend 60 feet per round and take no damage from falling. That's not what yours does?
No.
Okay.
It just lets you cast Featherfall for free once a day. Or,
Oh.
I'm sorry, once per short rest.
Okay.
Long rest. Sheesh. Sorry.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
The weapons
We're gonna
that
get right to you in a second.
Okay. I mean, I assume they're coming to me now.
I want to stick my head into the armory really quick and see if there's one weapon that stands out. Like, is there like a standard weapon that seems to be grabbed by those who are going to head off and fly?
Almost all of the short and long bows are entirely missing.
Okay.
The only thing that you see is a small hand crossbow.
A hand crossbow, you say?
Yes, actually smaller than a short crossbow, like about the size of probably a small pistol, maybe.
I'm pretty sure you're proficient as a monk with a hand crossbow.
Nope. Simple weapons only. I was hoping for something like a spear. All right. So I look around.
There are a couple of spears on the wall, but it seems like
longish,
Like a javelin?
like long, like something that I might be able to potentially set on something's back and like maybe hit something that's kind of far away from me with. Long spears.
Roll an
Spear
investigation check.
range is 20 or 60, depending on... That 60
Well,
I
that's
think is...
thrown. That's thrown. Oh well, wait. Yeah, I may wanna.
Well, no, there's also a... I know my javelin is... Instead of, I have to be right next to them to fight.
Sure.
I can have a 5 foot space in between. It has like a reach.
I'm just thinking tactically for once.
Okay.
See how I slowed things down. Anyways, looking around, seeing no. So there's like one crossbow there that I see.
It's a hand crossbow.
Hand crossbow. Okay.
Yes. But roll an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Investigation. 14 plus. I investigated 15 total.
Okay. You do see underneath a small pile that's kind of been amassed on the floor. That it seems like everybody's just been in a mad dash to grab everything. You do see a spear on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, feeling slightly more confident with that than my ability to wield a hand crossbow, which sadly I don't have proficiency in. I grab the spear.
But it is for dexterity, which you are.
I grab the spear and I grab the hand crossbow. Do I see any bolts around?
There's 15 volts in a small
sick!
area.
I grab both.
Sure.
And I affix them to my person so that they're most readily available.
Add that to your inventory.
Sweet.
In the meantime, Core, you're still downstairs, kind of in the hubbub. You start to hear footsteps going on all around you, up above you.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to do before people start arriving?
No, basically I'll just be helping getting all the mounts ready, pretending to be one of them in case they're giving me any hassle
Okay.
about grabbing a hippogriff.
All right. Sounds good. So, the two of you start to make your way downstairs into the saddle or the stable, and you see Core there, kind of starting to struggle a little bit.
You don't see me; they see a guard.
You're right. You do see another human guard starting to kind of struggle a little bit, getting one of the saddles on there, not quite getting the animal to cooperate all the way. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were still. I was reading Featherfall. I thought you were talking to Core. We get down there.
Get down there. You see a soldier who you don't know is me. You don't know that I changed my form.
Oh.
Trying to put a saddle on a hippogriff.
Okay. Just real quick, I'll go. Core, where are you? Message.
I look at. I see them obviously standing in front of me, basically.
Yep.
I change back. That's me.
Oh. Why'd you do that?
The dude was giving me problems. What are we doing?
We're hunting a Manticore, and it's you and me and Wong and Abram.
I come down and I've got
Abram.
Abram has not joined you.
I don't turn to Abram. There's
Well,
a guy named Abram
he's
coming
coming.
as well.
Yes.
But we get to take hippogriffs.
Yes, or a vulture.
Fuck vultures. We're taking a hippogriff.
You take whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm going to take a hippogriff as well.
I'm taking a hippogriff.
Are there any that aren't taken yet?
So, it seems like most of the ones that have already been reserved, there are 2 hippogriffs and 2 vultures remaining.
I approach one of the
Does that
hippogriffs.
include the one I'm putting a thing on? Is that one of the 2?
Yes.
Is either? Can I recognize either of the hippogriffs as the one Savra was riding?
Make a insight check.
Oh, it's a personal one.
I guess she would want to
She
ride
got the
that one.
Lambo of freaking hippogriffs.
No.
the Lambo.
Hard to tell. Darkness all around you.
No,
Love in the
darkness.
air. You are a little
Imprisoning me.
distracted.
I approach the hippogriff and kind of like
The other one?
no, the one I was just looking at, just be like, hey there.
So not the one that I'm working
No, one that's not being used.
Oh,
right
got you.
now. A
Okay.
free hippogriff. I go up to it and I kind of put my hands up and like, hey now,
And we'll handle it.
we haven't met before, but
Hope you have a good wisdom.
I don't.
Oh god.
What the heck? Tides of Chaos.
Oh god.
Ooh.
There we go. That
That's what I
is a 15.
Okay. So, you kind of start to pet its head and you get a little bit of a scratch behind the ear. You start to feel the feathers kind of encompassing your hand. It feels strange. It feels almost slick, like a very aerodynamic bird, almost. Not like regular feathers. It's very interesting. And it just kind of like bows its head to you.
I say to it, my name is End, and we're gonna fly today.
Your name is what?
What? What?
Your name is not... What did you just say your
I
name
didn't think
was?
you were listening. What?
God, he's still lying to you. You don't trust me, do you?
You don't.
I keep working on
You
my
should never
hippogriff.
trust anybody.
You're lying to me now. Okay, whatever.
Hey, well, hey, nice to meet you. I'm End.
This is not the time, okay? Let's just keep
Wait,
going.
nobody
shall
heard
we?
that, right?
There is one other person working in the stables, but he seems to be in a bit of a hurry right
Okay.
now. And
This is the guy I talked to.
So, like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm End, but don't say that.
I'm just going to call you Caxus, and...
That's going to get very confusing.
Well, that's what you've decided to hide your name from me for the month
Look,
and
how
a
do I
half
know
we've
you're
been
not
together.
hiding your name from me? Core.
I don't have the cleverness for a second name.
Okay, look.
Are you two still bickering about this?
Sorry, you're right. This is.
Did you know this?
No, what?
That his name is not what he said it to be.
Your name is what?
It is not what?
I thought your name was End.
So you did know.
Well, I didn't know. I sort of knew, but I didn't know.
Whatever.
Gentlemen,
Gentlemen, this is not really...
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
we have more pressing
Drop that
matters at
spear.
hand.
Is that Abram?
No, this is the other unnamed person, currently at least, who is downstairs getting everything ready. You must be down here because you don't know how to ride such a beast.
I don't.
We're down here to obtain a beast to hunt.
We were told to grab some.
If you
Can
we
we-
aren't as experienced as a knight as yourself, though. If you have advice, we'd gladly take it.
Commander Thule told me to says I was going to help to get a refresher.
Right.
Or not a refresher, a fresher.
You've no doubt ridden a horse.
Of course.
Yes.
I've got proficiency. Never mind.
The exact same thing, however, there's much more control and much more sensitivity in the bit and bridle of your beast. You can tilt up or down, and your mount will know which way you want to go, depending on how you move your handles.
Cool.
It's rather simple.
Okay, cool.
Now, when you get your mount, you have 4 to choose from here, although one of the vultures seems to have been taken by someone else in your group, so you have 2 hippogriffs and a vulture to choose from. You may choose to do that accordingly. Before you, they have Phoenix, Tamara, and Ajax, the vulture.
Oh, well, Ajax, the vulture.
That's not promising.
I'll take... Am I with Tamara?
Which one am I mounting? Or which one am I hooking up?
There are 2 other hippogriffs. One is kind of like a black and gray pattern on its wings. The other is kind of like, almost like a golden brown.
Which one am I putting the saddle on?
You're putting one on Tamara, the golden brown one.
I'll take it.
Okay, I got the black and white one then. I attempt to mount it. Or is this...
Is my
is it
saddle
already
on?
saddled and bridled?
Yes, all of them are ready to go at this point.
I mount it.
I get onto.
The Beastmaster in front of you says, "Now hold on. If you're going to fight with the Feathergale Knights, you'll embark like the Feathergale Knights. Attune to your creature. Give it some sort of sign. Call it somehow. A whistle, clap. Sing a song if you need to. But now's the time to meet your beast."
Do we just do it now, or how do we make it so that it knows our signal or name or whatever?
So, do whatever it is that you want to do to call your individual mount.
I'll do a extremely loud whistle. Just a.
Okay?
Sorry.
I will use thaumaturgy to...
I can't do that. Open all the windows.
I will use thaumaturgy to make the sound of a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Ooh, don't confuse it with my arc.
Oh, that would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Can I just cast message at it? No, it has to be within a certain range.
Can I mind read with him?
I make
Well, to
this
summon it, it has to be within a certain range as well.
30
It's
feet.
not just Epona.
Okay. I'll use
References.
thaumaturgy to make the sound of something that wouldn't normally be sounded. I can't whistle, so I
Any
make
creature.
the sound of a horn, like a...
Okay.
Ooh, that's cool.
Alright. And yourself, for your vulture. Firstly, make an animal handling check to see how it does with you.
Okay, cool.
You got the,
Oh, I
you
already
got the
did that.
challenging one.
Yeah, well, I heard Commander Thule say if you're a little bit more dexterous, you might have an okay time
that's true.
with the vultures, so...
That's true.
Ooh, nice and high. Animal handling, 17, 18, 19. 19 total.
The best animal
All right.
handling check tonight.
Yeah.
So, you reach your hand up, and you kind of quiver a little bit in fear because this is probably the largest beast you've ever seen in front of you, even larger than the hippogriffs. It seems like it's almost constrained, like it can't even get its full wingspan out in this stable. And as you reach your hand up, it kind of starts to just lightly nip on your hand.
Oh, sort of like playfully. Oh. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Alright, I'll brush it a little bit and I'll sort of talk to it and I'll be like, alright, Ajax. Let's fuck shit up.
What's my
It's
hippogriff's
called
name
again?
again?
Tamara.
Tamra. Okay.
And yours is Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Phoenix. Like Phoenix. F-A-E, though.
Phoenix instead of Phoenix.
F-A-E-N-I-X?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I make
I'm gonna
its
put it in my
call-
allies.
Can I-
Tamra.
Can I make its call fuck shit up?
Yes, you
That's
can.
been used, man.
Fuck. Shit.
That's been used.
I am nothing if not reference factory. So that will be my call for
A true
Ajax.
fan.
Ajax.
Oh wait, I have to update my allies to Cax now having a different name.
Cax. You named him Cax. Oh, that's great.
Actually
Alright.
called End.
Now, if you want to be a coward, you can mount your beast now and depart from here. However,
What does that mean?
to keep with traditions,
We have to jump out.
I would suggest starting your venture at the pinnacle.
Oh.
Oh
Sorry.
boy.
Well, of course, go to the pinnacle.
Right.
Yep. I take this opportunity to drink.
I message Core and then Wong be like, dude, guys, you gotta try this. Just come with me, it's awesome.
We follow.
Well, I follow as well, and I'm just. Well, oh boy.
So you start to make your way up to the first floor, which has been mostly cleared out. You do still hear the insane cacklings of Ecker in the next room beyond that. You do see a couple of people off to the side. Make a quick perception check, everybody.
Sure.
14.
Oh, it's pretty high perception.
17.
15 total.
17?
17. B.
17.
14.
15.
Okay, so all high enough. The three of you do notice that inside of this this gardening area, you do start to see a couple of people kind of mixing vials around and swooshing around a type of kind of golden liquid that seems to be familiar to you as healing potions.
Can I grab
Are
one
those
or
up
two?
just,
Or
we just
can
pop
I
in there.
grab
Are
one?
those for the distribution?
Can I grab one? Can I get one? Can I get one of those?
They can be. And he kind of starts to look at you guys like you seem like you pretty much know what you're doing here in the realm of hunting. A little skeptical that you would need them. But if you'd like to, you can make a persuasion check, one of you.
Allow
for
me.
it. Go for it.
16, I think. Wait a second. Hold on. Sorry. That's not a skill that I... Oh, no, it is. Yeah. 16.
Normally we'd charge for such things for outsiders, but seeing as the Lord Commander seems to like you, call it half. 25 gold?
For the lot?
No, 25 each.
Very well.
Fair enough.
How big are these potions?
These are standard potion of healings.
They're normally 50 gold apiece. How many
I
are
have
there?
no
They've
money.
produced 3 of them. You
what
do
for
see
each of us?
a larger, kind of more glowing vial up on the wall as well.
What's that one?
Persuasion check. Or intimidation, whatever you want to do.
Let's find out.
I'm going to go ahead and buy one for
I'm going to
myself.
do intimidation because that's a +6 for me.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 18.
I'm going to give him 250 silver pieces. Because
Sure.
I have a crap load amount of those.
Alright.
What's that?
They
You're the
all-
guy
they
who
all
uses
fly
pennies
off.
pennies to buy something.
So,
Don't spend it all in one place.
What's the big one then?
they were saving that for Sabra's group.
And so they
shit.
shall.
What does it do? What is it?
Yeah, it's a potion of greater healing. You could tell just from the
Core.
concoction.
Core. Save it for Lady Sabra.
I turn into
Don't
Lady
make-
Sandra. Just kidding.
Don't make me make an intimidation check on you.
I've
don't make me
exchanged
point.
25.
Don't
for
make me
your
point
bounty
arc at
potion.
you. All right, I'll. How much is 25 gold in silver?
250. 10 silver to a gold.
I don't have that. I suppose I'll just take the one.
Okay, so you've each purchased a potion of healing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
25, you said?
Yeah. The,
I have no money.
Oh.
the person in front of you distributes the potions accordingly and says, "Now, shouldn't you be getting on somewhere?" Reaches down, grabs his mug off to the side, and takes a big hefty swig of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The same mug that you dropped your concoction into.
What are you drinking?
Core.
Some type of brew. Thought it was water.
Well, we best be on our way.
No.
Yes. This isn't the time to be comparing drinks. Let's go.
If I'm gonna die today, it's gonna be drunk.
That's the way I like to hear it.
Let's go. Let's go. And I walk out.
Okay. So, as you guys are departing, and you're kind of the last person to start to make your way up, and as Wong and Kor have already kind of started to make their way halfway up the spiral staircase, the man in the rest of your party that you recognize as Abram kind of waves you over and says, Laudor, have you got a moment to discuss strategy?
Yes.
Here, if you wouldn't mind.
Is it just me and him?
He motions to you and says, we'll catch up with the rest of you in a moment.
We head up.
Alright, I guess we head to the pinnacle.
Alright, so you guys and you kind of start to come over to where he is. He's near the armory there.
Mm-hmm.
And the
we haven't
moment
actually had a strategy that we were supposed to.
the moment that you start to approach him, he grabs you by both
I
collars of your shirt, swings you around, and throws you up against the wall. I don't know what you plan on doing. Savra left Waterdeep to leave her past behind, to leave you behind, and she left with me.
This is a CW show.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
She has a boyfriend. She chose to be with me. I don't know if you have anything planned, but clearly you've got something going on.
Abram. Perhaps we can discuss this man to man after the hunt is ended.
He reaches down, grabs a blade from his side, and says, perhaps the hunt's just begun. What have you got that you're hiding from her, ruby skin man?
Cox, what's taking so long?
I do not answer.
Well, you can't answer me anyway, unless you use message.
I look him in the eyes, and I'm gonna go for an intimidation check.
Okay.
I say, you're going to want to move that blade away from my neck. Now. And I really hope that I don't look like an idiot after I roll this, because I am out of double tries here. I'm gonna use the heavier one.
Here we go.
27.
What did you roll?
19.
Oh, natural 19. Oh shit.
You're going to want to remove that blade right now. And I change my eyes to a red color.
He lowers his blade. He still has you, like, almost hoisted up in the air, just with the power of his one hand alone.
I don't have strength.
A challenger.
I know you're hiding something. Clearly. I intend on finding it out. Lets you go. We should discuss strategy, shouldn't we?
We should.
Come. And he motions you off to be the first to leave the exit.
I motion for him to go.
I've never been a bully before, so I don't exactly know what to do here. I think...
I thought you were saying that as Abram.
No, that's Chris. That's Chris the Dungeon Master not knowing how to be...
That's so funny.
How
How
to
to be a Chad.
How to be a Chad.
total Chad moment here.
You just put yourself in the mindset.
Yeah.
You versus me.
Yeah. So, he kind of starts to walk past you, not breaking eye contact with you.
Is the staircase wide enough to walk like shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, as he passes, I walk alongside him.
Okay.
So how have the hunts gone in the past?
You're asking him?
Yeah.
Very well indeed. And he motions up towards the ceiling of this great hall that you're starting to make your way towards, where a lot of the groups are kind of starting to talk strategy. And you see trophies of manticores, you see trophies of hippogriffs, of all sorts of creatures that you'd be likely to see in this particular area. you know, flora, fauna. I'm sorry, like goats, deer, that kind of thing, all adorned along the walls. When you're not hunting scum in the city, you must find a way to train your skills somehow.
Agreed. But I was referring to what sort of strategy you've used in the past that we can apply now.
Well,
And if it's not actually relevant to roleplay it, you can just say the discussion goes on.
yeah, the discussion does go on. So, there is a large map that's been unraveled.
Ooh.
Now,
Those of
we've
you watching
seen
at home.
We've seen this beast many times before. We're not entirely sure of its gender, although the females are normally the ones that do the hunting in Manticore society.
They have a society?
Well, yes, it's a pride.
Ah, that's probably a more appropriate word.
Noted.
We're all together now, right?
Yes, all three of you together
I-
at the Great
I sorta-
Hall discussing your tactics.
Can I possibly notice, not to hold things up, I'm sorry, but can I possibly notice that he's got a little bit of a messy collar there?
Perception.
Okay, just seeing. Sorry to slow things down.
Deathly Hallows.
Why am I rolling high now? Perception?
This is the symbol we
Perception.
found,
Those
isn't
are
it?
also all the symbols.
Yeah, these are the symbols we
19
found.
total.
Okay. So, you do notice that there's a little bit of a scruff on his shirt, but also a little bit of a red, almost bruise starting to form where he was being held up.
I just note that. I was just like,
Catch his eye. Can't really do anything other than that.
I make eye contact. I'm just like, gotcha. Anyway,
Now, I'm sure Thur would like to see your best abilities, and it doesn't seem like this fog's going to be letting up, so we'll have to dip down below the clouds to be able to check out these areas individually. Where exactly do you think we should start, then?
Where was it last spotted? This morning when we heard the cries out.
It was spotted above the clouds, flying around trying to get a vantage point. However, we're not entirely sure where it is now.
I suggest we have a scout above the clouds and... I beg your pardon. I suggest we have one team below and one team above the clouds. We will follow the river, starting at the Feathergale Spire and moving south.
I see. Well, we can certainly do that. Who do you suggest that goes scouting, then?
Well, who has good eyes here?
I
And
have
he
dark
just
vision.
his just immediately start to look at you in a piercing glance.
Why don't we go above the clouds?
Certainly.
We is who? You two?
Us four.
Oh, it's four. Okay.
Savra, assuming she's here.
They're formulating their own battle plan off to the side.
Oh.
As in, like, you're going to branch off. Two
oh.
groups of four.
So, okay, then how about Abram, you and I above? Wong, Kor, you below. Follow the water south.
I can do that.
I'm in.
We need one signal. As soon as, if anything's spotted, we can signal the other team to rejoin the other two.
I dig that.
Right? We do all have our hunting horns. Unless you had something else in mind.
That works for me.
Certainly. And the other two of you, do you have any means of contacting us should you come across anything?
I know that Kor is the man of communication amongst the pair of us, being an adept spellcaster.
I have a similar ability, so we should be able to
Yeah,
communicate back and forth silently if need be.
yeah.
One more thing, Abram. You should know that some of our abilities are a little bit otherworldly. So, just don't be scared.
Ooh.
I don't think there's a single thing that you can do that can scare me.
That's good to know.
Sabra.
I flash my eyes red just for just a second. It's good to know.
And as that happens, he kind of like crosses his arms and flexes a little bit.
Oh, can I... would you mind if I... Sort of... I want to fold my arms too and lean forward and sort of like shoulder to shoulder with my... In solidarity. Just like... just that.
Make no mistake, we are a team,
Of course.
Of course.
and we must cooperate. Jolly cooperation.
Jolly cooperation indeed. Here's to you. And
I never drink before a fight.
I drink before every fight.
He does it.
Must dull the senses.
He does everything.
Makes him better.
We'll see about that.
We will.
No drunk flying on
Get
my
your-
squad.
Get your vulture drunk as well.
Do we have a plan then? Abram, what's your weapon of choice in these sort of fights?
A bow, of course.
Good to know.
Please.
And yours.
I thought you.
What exactly do you plan on doing there?
I have ranged magic attacks as well.
Magic attacks.
I do.
As I said, he was an adept spellcaster.
Otherworldly abilities, Abram.
I see.
You don't have a problem with that, do you?
Well, as long as there's a bit of substance to your flash, then no. Now, I think that we shall depart. Are you coming to the pinnacle, or will we be departing from the stalls?
The pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle, obviously.
Right. Well, I'll see you there. And he gets up, slams his chair in, and starts to kind of like pull his cloak up behind him and start making his way up.
What
I
a
pick my
fucking
chair up
diva
and
this guy
gently
is.
push it.
Such a diva.
Don't worry, his beef isn't with you two.
Well, if it means
What's he do
anything.
to piss this guy off? This
Apparently
accent is
he-
not my normal accent.
Apparently he's got a thing against Laldor and Savra.
Well, and I just want you
Is
to
she
know.
not? What, is he an ex-boyfriend or?
What?
Is he ex-boyfriend or what?
He claims that Savra came to be with him.
Currently?
Currently.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
and I just want you to know. Give me the signal,
What's that name again?
and I'll come running.
It will be hard to come running right now while we're in the air.
Oh yeah,
But-
that'll be a little tricky.
I have a feeling that we'll have to deal with this later. Perhaps I will.
Mm.
In the meantime, let's hunt some Manticore.
Yeah.
So
So,
excited.
you make your way up to the spire. You do hear the sound of a hunting horn again. And immediately Sabra starts to roll up the map in front of her, kind of gives her team one last pat on the back. She's accompanied by a shorter woman, even shorter than her stature, and two other taller elven men as well. So everybody starts to make their way up to the top of the pinnacle.
Not important. Here we go.
A dwarf and two elves.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Just shorter humanoid.
Okay. Cool.
Everybody starts to make their way up to the very top. And they see Thurl once again, kind of keeping an eye out with his periscope. Says, "Has everyone come up with a battle plan?"
One that will surely net us victory.
We have a scouting. We're going to scout above and below the clouds along the river. We'll signal if the beast is spotted, so we can swarm it.
A good tactic. Well, why don't you depart then? And he kind of steps off to the side and motions to the side of the spire.
How are we supposed to... What do? We don't have our hippogriffs.
Oh, this is the fun part, gentlemen, of course. And I run and just swan leap off of the...
Whoa.
Just jump right
You
off.
didn't tell me this guy was suicidal.
I
You
didn't
then-
think
you
he
then-
was.
You then hear the sound of the horn that I use to summon the hippogriff.
The moment that you start... Yep, you hear the horn. The moment that you start to take your leap, you also notice Abram kind of starting to push his way past the crowds, start to run, take a leaping dive
So does he jump before or after me?
after you.
Yes.
You take your swan dive off. The rest of you see him kind of like pushing people out of the way.
Can I actually do a front flip off?
You can make an acrobatics
I
check.
can do this-
If you
this
roll
is-
one,
If
you're
you-
gonna
if it's
bash
too
your
low, if you
skull
just,
and
like-
kill yourself.
Fish flops off the side.
Oh no.
Ooh, 18.
For one time, you've noticed and be dexterous, and it is in this testosterone fury moment. And he takes a leaping jump, front flip. You almost think you kind of see a little one of these.
Yes.
I turn to Savra and just say,
Abram's already flown off the side.
Alright, now we need 2 more people on our team, because clearly they just killed themselves.
No, I think we're supposed to jump out and say the thing.
Oh, we have to do
Go!
that too.
Yeah.
Go!
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck shit up.
And finally,
I guess I go run after and make my whistle.
so you run forward, all of you jump. You start to feel the power and flight of wind in your hair. And in a moment, you're caught, soaring back up into the sky. all of you, all four of you, almost in unison, being caught and soaring up into the air, kind of crossing past each other as you go.
The shadow of the closet.
Yes. Soaring up into the sky. Woo! You take a moment, compose yourself, catch your breath, and you look down and see nothing but clouds underneath you. You take a look back up at the top of the spire, the people surrounding the rest of you, surrounding the very top of the pinnacle, almost looking like dots in the sky. If ants could fly, that's what they'd be like. And you just take a moment, catch your breath, and realize that you're soaring.
Oh,
That a boy, Phoenix.
So,
I'm blown away by the moment, I guess.
it is an awe-inspiring moment. It's almost hard to catch your breath as you're still in motion, kind of diving and zigzagging through the sky. Your vulture is doing a couple of large circles, almost like forming a cyclone up into the air. Your hippogriffs are kind of like dodging and weaving and crossing all across with each other. And you dip down below the clouds for just a moment, and you see this massive open portal of a valley in front of you, with a massive river coveting and carving in between it.
Whoa. That's cool.
So all four of us are below the clouds right now?
Yes.
Stick to the plan! And I pull my hippogriff up above the cloud layer.
I sort of maneuver over nearest to you so I can shout. It's like, we're to follow the river. Keep an eye out for it. Whatever it looks like. It's a manticore, right?
Can I look around before I go up through the clouds again? Can I look up? Can I look around and see? Is there anything?
Make a
around
perception
us?
check.
Can I be looking as well?
I mean,
Everybody can.
that's what we're doing now, is we're hunting, so...
Yeah, I don't see shit.
Yeah. It's
19.
I don't notice anything. I'm having too much fun. I'm just like, wee!
10 total.
Alright, so, poor, medium, and...
19.
Alright, so, you take a look around, and you do notice that there is a bit of movement on the western side of the valley, right where it starts to hook around here. You do notice that there is a little bit of movement down there. It's kind of hard to see exactly what, but it does seem like a couple of creatures are kind of like set up around a campfire almost, with smoke billowing out from below it.
So this is not in the valley, this is up here?
It's down in the valley.
So we can sort of see that through the mist of the clouds?
Yes.
I dip down for a better look.
Okay.
I motion to Abram to kind of like something down here.
Right.
I just
And
follow
he
them.
grabs the saddle. You notice now that he's wielding his hippogriff saddle with one hand, with his arm holding the bow in the other, kind of swooping down below.
That's cool.
Oh, I'll take the cue and pull the hand crossbow that I don't really know how to use. I'll just like, yeah, that's how that goes, probably.
So, you do start to swoop down a little bit more. You do notice that there is a bit of a fire start down below there. The fog is so thick, though, that you can barely get a good glimpse on it. If you want to see exactly what's there, you'd have to move even closer.
Okay, well, I don't think manticores start fires. Or do they? I shout, sort of asking aloud.
I don't know shit about Manticore.
We can't even tell if it's like a large creature or...
It's silhouettes at this point, and at the distance that you are, it's hard to tell. You'd actually have to approach it to be able to get a good glimpse of what it is.
Well, I do so.
Okay.
Follow his lead.
You swoop down and you see three almost dog-like humanoid creatures sitting around a large fire, but it's strange. The fire doesn't seem like it was started by any type of dog. Yes. So like
Jackal-were werewolves.
standing up
Could be.
on two hind legs, kind of like a doggish type head.
Picturing Professor Lupin from the third Harry Potter movie.
Sort of.
Okay.
Like the Egyptian god.
Yeah.
Anubis.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it seems strange. It's not like a man-made fire. It seems like the smoldering embers of something from down that was recently there. As you start to dip down below, you were the first person to mention that you wanted to go down there. You notice one of them starts to bark and howl at you, grabs a bow off its back and starts taking a shot.
Oh shit.
Is your AC.
Oh, can I try to dodge, or that? Is it
It's
my
whatever
AC, or is it the...
It's both.
Oh, it's both. Shoot. Okay.
I
My
got the
AC
AC for the Hippogriff.
is 14.
it's not good for the hippogriff.
Okay. So, in a moment of hesitation, you're not quite able to get a good grip on it. You notice the arrow coming at you and sinks its way into your arm, and you take 3 points of damage.
Oh, why do I have inspiration?
I don't know how
I have
you.
inspiration from the last session, but that doesn't last, so dang it.
Unless Mike gives you his.
Question on hippogriff.
Yep.
I don't know how you want hippogriffs to work, but according to the book, it has something called keen sight, which has advantage on perception.
That's correct. It does.
So, would that mean like they would roll twice?
I don't know how you plan on communicating with your hippogriff.
Right,
If
but
you have
what if
three
it knows
animals.
something we don't and then like moves or something?
That's a
like
possibility.
that? Okay.
Mine more likely because the vultures are supposed to be more like prone to doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So do you want to investigate this site, or do you want to pull back up into the skies?
I don't think.
What's Abram doing?
Abram's following behind you. He noticed you just take an arrow and kind of almost start to lose yourself for a moment, and he's kind of like flying in a bit of a serpentine pattern around the area, kind of waiting to see what your move is. It seems like he's definitely letting you guys take the lead on this.
I don't think these.
I continue down the
creatures
river.
have- yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Pulling away.
So the next step would be V5. There you see a very rocky high plateau rising from the center of the cavern, or the canyon, reaching up from both sides over the river. And this is actually the same one that you dipped down below on your midnight run last night. However, now you're noticing it. The wind is cutting and howling through this large area here. It's almost creating like a whistling noise in between this ravine. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, dang it.
Ooh.
3 total.
Okay.
Mine's 13.
14.
Do I have to make one for my creature?
No.
Okay.
I'm taking care of those for you. So, you kind of continue on, not really noticing anything in particular, until you get to the very top of it, where you notice that there is a small blood trail on top of this plateau area. A very small one, like something that, a rather small creature like a rabbit might leave behind. But next to it, you see a couple of like almost climbing pythons stuck into the ground.
So, oh wait, I hate to make you repeat yourself. So, where did we see the small blood trail in these climbing pythons? On the top
Very
of
top
this thing?
of
Okay,
this
on the
pillar.
very top.
The plateau, rather.
On the very top of the plateau, you see a little blood trail and like 4 or something pythons.
I shout to Abram, what do you make of that?
What do you know of manticores?
They
Nothing.
carnivorous, I assume?
Yes, they are.
The disappointing sigh.
Make a nature check. And if you guys want to participate in any of these checks, just tell me what type of check you want to make.
Oh, okay, cool.
11?
That's my nature.
Doesn't seem to
Not useful.
ring any bells as far as what exactly a manticore, or how a manticore would eat, feast, or hunt.
Well, we're looking for a manticore, not what it would have eaten.
Not much of a tracker, are you? And he pulls back up into the sky.
Get owned.
Shit.
I follow suit.
And we'll check
the
it
hit.
out.
So the next location that you visit, right along the river there, you notice that, once again, there seems to be some sort of unnaturally started fire here, where there's another set of gnolls and... I'm sorry.
Oh, they're
Oh.
gnolls.
I know.
Gnolls.
Regular gnolls.
And a couple of four-legged dog-like beasts.
We're kind of worldly people. Maybe we recognize that they were gnolls.
Once you dip back down again, the moment that they see you kind of coming through the sky, it's almost like they're ready. They know that these people are here and that they're coming. They grab their bows. All 4 of them grab a short bow and start to take a shot at each of you.
Can we stay high and out of range?
if you're dipping down below to see it, which it sounds like you are,
Oh,
you'd have to be in
pulled
range.
up. We pulled up. I followed Abram and pulled up.
Not like above the skyline though.
Above the clouds. That was the plan. 2 above and 2 below.
You guys haven't exactly been sticking to that.
But I was going back up. No,
All right.
I thought we were going up.
That's fine. So the 2 of you go back up. The 2 of you are remaining below then, which
Yeah,
means they
we
do
are
get a
below.
shot. At
We
you.
are below the cloud level. That was the plan.
Yeah.
So
You can signal us to come, though.
let them know that
Dog things shooting at us. What am I doing?
Okay.
ACs for each of you.
We dive back
I
down.
have an AC of 17.
Okay.
AC of 15.
Okay.
Or I'll dive back down.
Mike, you do catch an arrow.
Oh wait, no! I spend a key point and deflect missile.
Ooh.
Okay.
I reduce the incoming damage by a D10.
Can you throw it back?
I can. I'm just double checking this. Reduced by wow, that's a lot. 7 plus 10, 17. I reduce it 17.
Okay. You're able to grab the arrow, kind of snap it in your hands almost, and just let it drop off the side as you hold on to the bridle by one hand.
Okay.
All of the other shots seem to have just soared up into the sky. Do you wish
Yeah.
to remain below or dive back up beyond the clouds?
I don't see the point in...
Engaging with him. Well, I mean, you'd probably only be able to talk to him about strategy because I can't. Or can you communicate?
Core,
with
should
me?
we look at this strange fire that they have?
What do I notice anything about it? Does it just look like they're just there themselves, or
Perception.
Nine?
In the process of dodging the arrows, you can't quite seem to
Okay.
not only receive the incoming message, but also figure out exactly what's happening as they're still taking shots at you.
I'll cast a firebolt at one of the gnolls.
So you're flying back down.
Yeah.
Yes. 'Cause
Okay.
he did tell me, like, we're taking fire.
I did say that.
I come down and firebolt.
Okay, you're about 60 feet away. Is that within range of firebolt?
Firebolt has 120 feet.
Okay, so firebolt.
Bless you. God
Bless
bless,
you.
America.
What is everybody else doing?
I missed completely.
Okay.
I think we'll just keep going. I assume this has nothing to do with.
Yeah, I'm
the
inclined to
Manticore.
not head for these gnolls right now.
Call that a warning shot.
All right. So as you do that, Abram dips down below the clouds and says, "If you're going to fire at them, you may as well hit."
He is all over you.
And it just splices into one of their heads, and it falls backwards, dead on the ground.
Can I try again?
I love this
Can
guy.
I try again?
You can.
Send another firebolt.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
What are the 2 of you doing?
26!
I take aim with my hand crossbow.
I will Eldritch
Okay.
Blast
All right.
one of the dog, one of the dogs, the dog dogs.
Okay.
Takes 10 fire damage.
All right.
Oh! What?
The
Natural 20.
oh,
Ooh. All right. So
I
go ahead and roll
have-
your damage. You hit.
10 fire damage.
Okay.
Plus,
So that also eliminates one of them as you. Almost,
You mean like this?
finally time you start doing something on this hunt?
I take aim. Close one eye. Fire. Natural 20. It is 2 plus 5, 7, 14 damage.
All right. Your hand crossbow splits one right in the neck, falls to the ground, and you.
I rolled a 15 to hit the
Okay.
dog,
That hits.
and oh god, I forgot this
Uh-huh.
little thing. That is a 1d10. Okay. Plus 3 is 5 points of damage.
All right.
Not
so
much.
with your Eldritch Blast,
Eldritch Blast.
and a blast of purple energy exits your hand, your eyes kind of flash a little bit as the energy leaves your hand, and it totally smokes this dog. And it kind of falls off to the
I
side.
feel real
rolls
bad
over
if it was
couple of
just a
times.
pupper.
Oh god.
Are they all gone at this point?
There is still one gnoll there and 3 of these other dog beasts here.
Do they look like normal dogs now that I'm getting a good look at them and kill one? The actual dogs?
It's
or
a
they...
hyena.
Oh, fuck those
Oh,
things.
so gnolls and hyenas. So wait, there's one standing. Gnoll.
Gnoll?
Regular Gnoll.
Whoa!
Those are like humanoid hyenas.
You know the D&D Beyond theme?
D&D. Yeah, these guys.
That's these guys.
Alright, so the last remaining Knoll is going to take a shot at, let's see, whoever did the most damage, and you crit, so probably seeing you as the biggest threat is going to take a shot at you. Hits with a 19 plus
Chris has double
stuff.
damage.
I reduce. I spend a key point and
yes.
reduce.
Okay.
And they never miss.
Right.
3 plus 13 reduction.
So it reduces 13 damage from whatever the incoming damage was?
Yep.
Once again, grab the arrow.
You gonna throw it back?
Can.
No. Oh, do it.
It's a key point.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? I'll spend another key point. Down to 3 key points. Hurl it back. I have to roll a hit, I think.
You do.
Alright, and I do on a return deflect missile. I do 1d6
Plus dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have plus 8 to hit and plus 5 to damage. 12 plus 8 is 20 total.
Hits.
Alright, and 6 plus 5 is 11 damage.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah! I just want to once slightly more. I want to. Oh, can I just kind of salt bay like whoa, like that?
You're gonna dart throw it like.
With your hippogriff, you swoop down just enough to get in range. Vulture, with your vulture, you swoop down just enough to get in range. Turn a quick corner and boop!
Yeah.
And as you're directly above it, it just implants itself into the skull, sticking out a couple of inches, and he just kind of like looks around a little bit and plops over.
Like the
The
troll
rest
in
of
Lord of
the
the Rings.
the rest of the hyenas scatter from the area, seeing that their masters are taken out.
Yeah.
Is it safe to land then?
We're going in. Oh god.
Yeah, I want to figure out what
check
this thing is. So I go ahead and direct my hippogriff to land, so I can check out this weird fire thing.
Okay.
I fire. Fire. I follow.
I join since you know.
I think we're just all gonna go.
All right. So you hold on one sec.
I love shadow classes.
So you swoop
Best
down
game groups run through too.
and
Oh, yeah.
disembark and start to check out the area around you.
Pat Ajax, good job, and then hop off.
The mounts seem to be a little uncomfortable standing here. A lot of them are kind of like pacing in place, flapping their wings a little bit.
One people on. Easy.
And it kind of like backs away a little bit and lets you investigate the area in front of you.
Okay, so now that I've got a closer look at this smoldering bit, is it?
So it seems like whoever wants to make a investigation check.
Okay.
7.
Oh,
9.
21 total.
Go anywhere.
Just for kicks, 21.
Go anywhere.
Me.
You got a 21?
No, I got a 21.
Sorry, I got a 9.
Okay,
That's
the
the
highest
same
is
as
21. So, well, when you go over and check out this small brush fire that seemed to have started, and you notice that it's not a naturally occurring fire. It seems like there's almost scorch marks going in a pattern, like a cone almost.
Like a cone.
Scorching the ground and this large area around it. Now you do also notice that, because you rolled so high, on the opposite side, there are multiple spines poking out of some rock.
Okay. I point this out to everybody. I'm like,
Define spines.
out in a cone, spines to. Okay, so where did the spines in relation to this cone of?
On the opposite side. Cone in one direction,
cucumber?
spines on the other. So as you go to investigate some of the spines, you do notice that they are razor sharp. The only way that they'd be sticking out of this is if they were as such. They're almost like feather quills, except it's like a pointed barb.
Like
and
a
all of-
porcupine.
yeah, but it's like a feather with more spikes coming off of it.
Is it?
Are manticores feathered and spiky?
Manticores
weapons?
definitely have spines. Well, Mike knows
know
that.
what a
I don't know if Wong knows that.
I don't know if cord does or N does either.
I think that it'd be most fair to make you make a nature check about it.
Okay. I'll see
My
if
check sucks.
I'll see if I can recognize these spines as Manticore.
Sure.
Since it's a Manticore feature. Nature, N for nature. Not a ton.
Oh,
wow!
Yeah.
20 total.
Good night for Wong.
Yeah, now it is.
Manticores are known for their tail spikes that can impale prey at an impressive range.
Okay.
And you can tell that there must have been some sort of scuffle between a manticore and some other creature here, just from the very way that this is laid out in front of you.
Okay. So I point that out. I was like, that's a manticore spine. It obviously, the angle of attack assumes that, and I point that out.
I propose that from here on out,
heading in the right-
I propose that from here on out we all stay below the clouds. Are you all right with that?
I'm no coward.
Oh! This guy is just, like, on you.
Yeah. Noticed.
Then let it be so.
Yeah.
I remount Phoenix.
We may be fighting
I
something
never
that's been
dismounted
injured.
Tamra.
We may be fighting something that's been injured by whatever it was that could fire this cone of fire.
If it's a manticore, that's to our advantage. Let's keep moving.
One other thing that you do know about manticores is that they are fierce killers that hunt not only for prey but for sport. So it seems almost unlikely that there wouldn't be any type of blood trail here.
Like the Indominus Rex.
So, it's weird. So around the scene there is no blood. Weirdly, right?
Not that you can tell.
Huh.
Do
That's weird.
manticores breathe fire?
Well, from what I gather, there is some sort of fight that went down, given the manticore spine over there and the cone of fire that went this way. So whatever the manticore fought could breathe or presumably shoot fire. So
Could be a spell.
So the manticore, if it won, would have brutally murdered this whatever it was, and if it lost, why isn't there more blood? More questions than answers right now.
I
Unless
think
it
that
ate it whole.
all this tells us is that it was here, and unless it helps us find it faster, I have no further interest in this scene.
I think
Fair.
we should keep going as well.
Let's keep going.
Okay. So you
And
continue
I
on.
direct to fly along.
I need everybody to make perception checks.
Put back on HIs.
Ooh, baby!
20.
Oh,
Nat
wow.
20?
Nat 20.
21.
21. Nat 20 plus 0.
19 total.
That was a good day. That was a good perception.
High rolling day today.
Ooh. Chris is like, fuck.
Well, here's the thing: is that Abram also rolled the 20.
Oh!
You all immediately get back onto your mounts and notice a swift flash of shadow crossing right above your head. Everyone points up and goes, Manticore! At the same time.
Is
In
the
which
other
direction?
team with us, or
What's that?
is the other team with us, or we all do that? Manticore.
All four of you, because you all rolled almost the exact same perception check at the same time.
In which direction is it headed? Further down the river or back towards the tower?
It is heading kind of southern?
So it's
Southern?
going this way. Okay.
Southern.
Southern. Okay.
Southern.
So you have a bit of a glimpse in the direction that it's going. I need everybody to make an animal handling check to see how well you can push your beast to catch up with it.
Animal handle.
10.
16.
Not bad, not bad.
10.
Okay.
16?
16.
17.
Okay. So yes, but I don't need it right this second.
Oh god.
Slightly
does that
distressed
mean?
by that.
Abram, signal the other team.
Yes, we'll do.
Yeah. Come on.
And
The Horn of Gondor.
everybody snaps the reins a little bit and pushes forward. Abram seems to be taking off in front of the pack. Everybody else seems to follow quickly behind, and you start to lose Abram in the clouds almost. And you do hear the sound of a bow twine snapping, and
Wow.
Nice.
An impressive
Unless
shot.
it's for the Manticore.
and a cry, like almost like a feline screech. And you hear this, and as you're flying through the clouds, you start to notice both of these silhouettes kind of almost entangling with each other, fighting amongst the clouds, slowly descending. As the two of
Maybe
them have
everyone
almost
caught it.
like locked grips with each other. You do see the kind of furred, spiky mane of the manticore.
So we are coming upon it now?
Yes, within range. And
Oh, shit.
this hippogriff kind of clutching
What?
it with its two rear claws, scratching with the other two,
Abram is in combat with
and
Manticore.
Abram kind of like
No.
struggling to kind of keep his grip on it.
What did you mean by in range? In range, like in terms of what?
We're
And
within
in terms
maybe
of all
60
of you
feet.
guys are within 60 feet, and they are
Okay.
slowly descending as they're kind of fighting mid-air, dropping now down below the clouds into this small clearing area here.
Maybe V8 here.
Yes.
All right. So
Oh
I'm gonna need to have everybody
Yeah.
make,
Do we need to clear the space for a battle mat?
not for a battle match, just for reference though.
Look at this.
Wow.
Did you pay him?
No.
Oh.
I wish
that's
I
what a
could say.
Manticore looks like.
Oh, that's
Fuck me.
It has a human face.
I hope you put a picture so that everybody watching can see that this thing is
Oh,
beastly.
here's its spikes.
Wow, this is on its main.
It literally
too.
has swords on its
So
tail.
also,
These are cool.
I don't have a Manticore figurine.
Is that
but
Abram?
That is Abram caught entangling with it, probably about 100 feet above the ground now.
You mean a hippogriff figure?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
A lot of fanciful.
So,
Engage!
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Dexterity is garbage. 12.
And I need better fight music than exploring.
Are you sure you don't
Play
want us to
fight
have a
music
map?
from D12.
Yeah, we can
It
have
doesn't
a
matter.
match.
At all.
Because I feel like because of range and stuff,
Yeah.
we might be able to use it to our advantage.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
DM switch.
No, I'm just.
These dice have.
Chris, I'm still waiting for the crossover.
We made it to the
game.
Manticore and didn't use
Between
enough,
our
like,
game
we didn't
and
use
your
up
game.
all of our stuff.
You just use some cantrips.
I haven't used. I did use Tides of
I haven't used a
Chaos,
spell
which
yet.
means as soon as I use a spell, something's gonna happen.
Maybe
So
it'll
you
be
can.
cool.
So only
Maybe
something
it'll
will
be good.
happen if you use a spell that requires.
Maybe you'll.
spell slot.
What if you turn?
Correct.
So cantrips aren't infected by
Right.
that. Yes. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Is there a
Thank
way
God.
of
There's
permanent-
Mary here for me.
I don't know if the Wand of Magic Missiles makes Tides of Chaos happen or not.
Well, it's an item, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to use a spell slot for it?
No, it has its own charges.
Then I think that doesn't qualify
I believe that is correct.
because
I
the
know
wand
this.
isn't
What
related
is
to
this?
your abilities.
What?
I know this.
Sign of the Colossus.
Oh.
Spoiler
Spoiler
alert,
alert, you're listening to Shadow and Colossus music all night.
Please, I already knew. Oh, all night.
I was
Okay.
like, where have I heard this before? It was like a splinter in my
Well,
brain.
We moved on from the spooky investigation stage. So here's how we are going to denote height.
Oh, okay, cool.
So right now, both of these guys are 100 feet and now more rapidly descending towards the ground. All of you are about 60 feet away off in this direction.
So this is just indicating the height.
Do you want to roll the damage?
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
So-
my initiative roll.
Yes.
Weird.
Let me
How high
get,
are we?
So high, bro.
How high are we? Hold on.
you guys are about matching it in height, so you're about 100 feet and 60 feet away. And assume that you're on your hippogriff and vulture.
45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay, so what was everybody's what is everybody's initiative?
That's not the right.
16 for end.
Okay.
Change it to 100. Or 10.
22.
It was at 10.
Oh right.
5 and 5 is 10, man.
I'm dumb.
Four.
I forgot how to do.
I
math.
just decided to do it that way.
Sorry. What was the question?
Your initiative.
Oh, it was 12.
And what was yours, Caxilus? And
And
I could probably erase Caxilus now.
16.
So you went above core. He goes
I
here.
go last.
Roll that for me.
I don't know what the
Oh,
modifier
no.
is.
Don't like it.
I hope Abram is a decent level.
I wonder where my inspiration
I think we're under leveled here, so I think he's the best fighter here right now.
Nah, we're fine.
A fighter, you say?
Or he's the best, I don't know, highest level.
Juan,
Yes.
you're up.
All right.
Let Chris find some better battle music.
Sick.
We all took out a knoll in one shot, including
yeah.
him, so...
Yeah, but Knowles are weak ass bitches.
Punk ass bust.
I think so.
Anyway.
I did not take out a Knoll, I took out a hyena.
All right. I will.
wrong.
I'm within 60 feet. if I'm not mistaken. Boop. Pardon me, so sorry.
Sure, generic D&D battle music.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is not Inception. You're not dreaming.
Alright.
Or are we?
It's gonna get loud for a second.
There we go.
Whoa! Alright, I will move within effective range of my hand crossbow, which I gotta be within 30 feet to be effective, so 5, 10, 15.
Wait, you have the hippogriff's movement.
Yeah, it's
I do?
60 fly speed.
Oh, alright, so 10, 15, 20, 25. Hang on, how far away am I? I move close enough to get within 30 feet.
Well, that's
I don't
10,
think that
20,
is.
30.
Oh, well, I move close enough to be within 30 feet, and I will take the attack action and attack twice with my hand crossbow. Whoops. Hello.
Wait. Actually, it's not my turn, so I can't do that. Never mind.
12 to hit.
Okay, that does not hit,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Reload.
Between the whole kerfuffle of the fight between Abram and the Manticore, unfortunately, you miss your shot.
17 to hit.
Hits.
Alright. 8 damage.
Caxless, and you're gonna be up next. What was it?
8 damage.
Okay. So, that happens. You hear it screech in fear, a primal, almost lion-like roar amidst.
We turn down just a bit.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
That's good.
as this happens, both of them are rapidly descending, dropping another 60 feet off.
Are they
Completely engaged with each other,
free
almost
falling?
very close to it. Still kind of controlled. They both have wings that are not grappled by each other, but they are in each other's grapple. So, what's going to happen is the Manticore is going to take a huge bite and then attack with both of its claws on the Hippogriff ridden by Abram. So, the bite misses. Claw twice. Misses. And that. Yeah, she's a plant. Alright, so his Hippogriff takes 6 points of damage from one of the claws.
Are you still hurt?
No metagaming and looking up and
by
seeing
3
how much
points.
HP a Hippogriff has.
I'm not.
Well, I am on a vulture, so that wouldn't be effective.
Hippogriffs have no.
Whoops.
Do you want me to
Sorry,
tell you what it
bumping
is?
that thing.
What the HP is?
Alright, Caxless, and I
The
gotta
best.
scratch this off right now.
End.
It's a shorter syllable.
The
It's even better.
hit points on the hippogriff. Do you want me to look up what the vultures is?
You're up
Nah,
next.
it's fine. I'll just count on it. I'll know.
Alright. I'm going to...
Is his vulture classified a giant vulture?
Yes.
Or okay. I just grabbed the
I love that I'm riding a giant vulture. That's so cool.
Your hit points are better than ours. Your armor class is low.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Your vulture has the same fly speed as us,
Which is
60 feet.
Okay, cool.
And-
Don't tell me the hit points. I don't want to know.
You sure?
Yeah, no. I'm totally fine not knowing.
Okay.
Thank you.
I can't use... Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I got it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to cast...
I was like, why is
Sucker!
I'm going to cast Haste on Core.
What does that do?
You have, for the next minute, or until I lose concentration...
So 10 rounds.
Right. Target's speed is doubled, which I'm casting it on you, not the Hippogriff. So your speed is doubled, but that doesn't matter if you're mounted. But you gain a +2 bonus to your AC.
Whoa!
You have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
And you gain an additional action
Hold on.
on each of your turns. The action can be used only to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. Which I don't really know.
Let me
what-
get some basic bitch notes here. The important stuff. The speed is not the most important because it's on me.
So
So
AC
AC
+2.
+2. +2, which equals for me 17.
Advantage on Dex saves.
How long does this last, Joe?
Dex
A minute concentration.
save.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Dex save advantage.
Yep. And an additional action. Not an additional attack, an additional action. Like
Okay.
a whole nother action.
You could potentially attack
Attack
4
and do
times.
something else.
Yeah.
No, I can only attack once.
Well, I mean, if you have another action,
Actually,
then
really need this
you
for
could
10
use the
minutes.
attack
You don't have
action
to-
twice.
Actually, no, I
You
can
don't have
attack
2
twice.
bonus actions.
I lied, I can attack twice.
Yeah, if you can attack twice on one action, then
You can attack,
4 times.
another 2 times because that's the same action.
Action extra.
I was gonna cast it on you.
I always
but you
forget
know,
that I can attack
No,
twice.
fine.
And he's going up next, so.
Yeah. It doesn't really do much for 5th edition, but Pathfinder is cool. Alright, so is that everything that you're doing with your turn?
Well, I'm also gonna move.
Closer?
No, not really closer. I'm much better at a distance. I learned the hard way. So, I'm gonna fly up another 20 feet. So I'm now 120 feet. And I'm just gonna move. So that was 20 feet. I have 60 feet of movement, so I'm gonna go 10, 20. There. So I'm there, but I'm 120 feet.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll have to do some geometry.
We're
to
playing
figure
some
out.
3D chess here.
Alright.
And
So-
oh, sorry.
I can only attack once.
Wild magic takes effect.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
you just
go
cast a
ahead.
spell.
I cast a spell.
The take attack twice in one action thing.
I can
that's-
do that
That's
as
a
well.
that's a level thing, right? They have to be like a certain level to
If
do
you
that.
have extra attack.
Yeah, I have
Extra
that
attack.
as a monk. I don't
Oh,
know.
you have it?
Yeah, I have 2 attacks.
Because I think I have to be like
Wish
level
I-
5 for one class, but since I'm multi-classing,
different-
I don't have that yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, you still have an extra attack.
but now I do. But now I do. Thank you. I didn't know if I need would get like
you were
4,
coming up next, so I wanted to cast it on you. I
Thank
was
you.
going to cast it
Appreciate
on
that.
Wong, but
but he left you.
all right. Tides of Chaos.
I wanted to get
I
in
could
there.
use it. I could use it.
Where's the magic surge
Oh
table?
dang, Chris, can I possibly? How many bolts would I have started with?
You had 15.
So I shot the one. Roll. I shot this one. 13 points.
But you shot 2 times,
Oh, that's right.
so 4 gone.
Oh shoot!
Or
11
3.
bolts.
Oh god, what'd you do?
I can't speak for the next minute.
Do you need to speak for spells?
Sometimes
Depends on the spell.
depends on the spell.
Okay.
Alright, so Abram's up. So he's going to
Oh, I need to ask this question though. The full description is I can't speak for the next minute, and when I try, pink bubbles float out of my mouth. So my question is, do I know that that's gonna happen, or do I have to waste a turn trying?
Have you ever gotten really bad heartburn and you just kind of feel it right there at the end of your throat?
You're releasing Pepto
It's
bubbles?
like that, except it's like Pepto almost.
It's Pepto.
It's kind of like a almost soapy calcium.
So do I know that I'm unable to speak? Do I feel?
As of this moment.
You're almost gagged. You can still breathe, but you. Yep. All right.
So you see that happening? I'm like, pink froth as I'm flying away.
He's gonna attempt to draw his short sword.
This is
He
Abram?
can. Yes. So he rolls. And he's able to get a quick stab in with his short sword.
Come on, Abram.
That's 7 points of damage.
Panicking more often.
Your mini exists because of me.
Okay, Corey, you're up next, followed by Wong.
Sweet. It's all me now?
Yes, and
Okay.
they have fallen to the ground.
You are hasted.
They don't seem like
hasted.
they have taken much fall damage. They've just kind of like awkwardly
My
stumbled
movement isn't affected.
and kind of like gotten their
My movement isn't affected.
bearings. Once
Because-
again.
On the
Your
ground.
movement is affected.
Yes.
Your hippogriff's movement is not.
Right, so right now my
Your
effective movement doesn't
is
make a
still
difference.
the hippogriff's movement.
Okay.
But you have all of it.
How much? I have 60 fly speed.
If you go on the ground, your movement is double.
How far are they now?
On the ground.
They are on the ground.
How? Okay.
And you're 100 and some feet. in the
Okay,
air.
cool. I will go as close as I can,
Okay.
which I don't know where that is. From here, diagonally down.
Well, it's whatever your movement is. So reduce your movement from a hippogriff unless you're dashing.
I could use an action to dash. I will use one of my 2 actions to dash,
Okay.
and that would bring me.
That should bring you close enough to the ground if you want to actually engage them in melee combat.
So like that would bring me like here, like 10 feet up or something?
Yep.
Okay. Since they are 10 feet... Wait, no, this is still how much? Am I literally 10 feet within range of them right now?
You're 10 feet above that, and
10 feet above.
however far away off to the side.
Okay, I will... Okay, so I can't cast that yet, but that's
So
fine.
technically, as long as you're within 15 feet, you can hit.
We have to figure out the hypotenuse.
No, you don't. D&D is a non-Euclidean world. Whatever the longest distance is your range.
Oh, so I'm only 120 feet away?
Correct.
Wow. That's useful.
That makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Also good use of the word non-Euclidean.
Thank you.
I don't even know what it means. I mean, I do now. But
I will use...
it means there's a world without hypotenuses.
Mostly. So let's swap out.
I guess I'll start out with a...
What do you think you should do? Should it do the old 1-2
I need
punch?
to
Or
be
should
10
it use
feet
the
range, don't I, for this? Trying to get advantage on this guy. There's so much information!
Mm-hmm. You could probably hit him with some stuff by now,
I can
right?
hit him, but I just want advantage on it if I can.
Mm.
It's a weapon.
Okay, I'll do that next round. I will Eldritch Blast
It also knows
the Manticore.
that, I think.
Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
DM. I just sit here.
Have you seen the crap guide to D&D for Warlock's Blast? Ooh. It's probably close.
Eldritch Blast
Slogger, do you
is...
know what you're going to do next turn?
Yes. I'm gonna move and attack.
That is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
Damage.
1d10. 10 plus 3 is 13 damage.
Okay.
That's full. That's
With your Eldritch
maximum
Blast,
hit.
you're able to get a very solid hit into it, and you hear it screech out and kind of look up at you ferociously.
Oh boy.
It's got a human face. It's got a nose and everything. Like, it's freaky.
You have haste.
So that was action. He took a second action to dash.
I dashed with my other action.
Oh, you like being the DM now, don't
So
you?
to get close enough. But I do have a bonus action left, and I'm so pissed that I didn't do this before my attack. So actually, I'll save that. I will actually end.
Can you cast
my-
Hex on it?
I don't have Hex.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the thing Warlocks could do.
I have Bane, but it's an action.
Mm.
That'll be. Ooh, actually, how close is Wong from me?
Well, I am 100 some feet up.
Yeah.
Cax?
What?
And how close is he to me?
120 feet.
120.
Well, 100
That'll end my turn.
Okay. Well, you're-
Nobody's close enough for me to boost you guys.
Alright, I will move. So I'm at.
What's your AC?
I'm at 100 feet up. I have to. I'm gonna drop down to within range. So that's
Ground.
not ground. I can be within 30 feet for the hand crossbow to still work.
Ground.
So
So 30 feet up.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna be 30 feet in the air?
yeah, I think I'll be 30 feet in the air. That kind of keeps me up still. So maybe you can give me a 3 on that.
I got you, boo.
Thank you. So I move to 30 feet down. And move into, well, that moves me into range, and I will take 2 hand crossbow shots at the Manticore.
Okay.
Woo! Alright, you're legitimately scared.
It's right
It's under your chair.
You hit the beer. I mean, we're not drinking. Oh, wait, this is not Twitch. We could drink all we want.
Okay, anyways. Ah, dang. 12 to hit?
It's not hit, unfortunately.
Alright.
Your shot misses.
You are just
Wow.
all kinds of
I
drunk.
cannot help myself tonight.
Shit.
That's even lower. I don't think that hits again.
Okay. Fortunately, a miss.
2 shots, I guess, just don't hit.
The Manticore is starting to see that it's going to be surrounded here pretty soon. He takes a moment to kind of get out of the way, which means that his hippogriff does get an attack of opportunity,
Oh, sweet.
which does miss, unfortunately, as it kind of like leaps back up into the air. You see its wings start to flap. You now see that these wings are these horrible monstrosities, almost see-through. You can see the veins and the nasty ugliness of this winged beast, almost like a bat, soaring back up into the air, flying backwards, and it whips its tail around. It kind of like starts to twirl it around like a lasso, and then fires off 3 spikes in your direction.
Me?
So it's going to
Oh,
hit
me?
1, 2, 3.
Oh God.
So,
This is where the sorcerer stays
actually,
Wait, there's no EC for this?
it's going to.
Oh, okay.
Still has to roll its attack. So that
You went
means
1, 2, 3. Did you go 1 me, him, me again, or us 3 here?
you haven't hit it in the last round. You have, so it's going to go 2 here and then 1 here.
Remember your new AC.
Yeah.
And it crits on Abram.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, let's kill the boyfriend.
All right, so
If he dies, he dies. I won't be happy about it, but
Abram took a hit. Yep. So the next is going to go 1 at him again, and you're up next.
Alright.
fry him with some sorcerer shit.
He's able to deflect the next one with his shield, and then the last one is going to be coming for you, Core.
Oh,
Oh, there is one coming from me.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
17.
That's your hasted AC, yeah.
Yeah, my hasted AC.
Yep.
Yeah, normally it's 15.
Not wearing the paladin sort of heavy armor stuff. You're wearing like leather armor.
I'm wearing studded leather, which is light, that's the still, or medium.
You see one whip into him. Second whip. He's able to deflect with the shield. You're able to kind of get a gauge for how these tail needles work. It comes towards you, and you're able to kind of dip out of the way.
Slide to the left.
Slide
to the right. One hop this
So
time.
how high is the Manticore now?
He is now 60 feet away.
60 feet in the air?
60 feet, kind of up and away. So I would say 30 feet over here, 30 feet up in the air, and 30 feet
Is
back.
Abram still on his hippogriff?
Yes.
He's just on the ground now.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm on like the same plane as him height-wise.
Yeah.
Since the height doesn't really matter as much, I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot forward.
Go 60.
Just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna go down 30 feet and forward 30 feet.
Sure.
I'm gonna go like this: 1, 2, 3,
Uh-huh.
and 2, 30. If I'm in range, right? Or is this just saying like I'm 90 feet away or 60 feet away because he's 30 feet in the air? Am I within 120 feet?
This just means you're 90 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So technically, you'd be at least 60 feet away from him. He's 30 in the air. You're 30 in the air.
90.
Plus another 6. So it's right on the edge of 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, I only need to be within 120, so just gonna move.
Thank you, jump.
Only double that. Don't worry.
Sorry. I'm gonna cast. Well, not cast. I'm going to use the Wand of Magic Missiles, and I'm going to do it at. I'm gonna use 3 charges.
Okay.
So that means 1d4 plus 1 per dart. And there's 5 darts
Not a
total.
huge cucumber guy, are you, Mike?
Not massive, I'll admit. I
Like-
tried like a few, but I'm just like,
Can I have
Cucumbers
some
are better than
D4s, guys. Can I have some D4s?
Oh, yes.
oh, D4s, do you need
How many do you need?
I need 3 more.
There you go.
Got it. Alright. 5 darts at the Manticore.
I'm gonna keep these over here. Use up the rest of the bag by the end of the night.
Okay.
Alright, you want us to use up by the end of the night?
There's not much left.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got you. I'll eat your food.
Yeah.
I was
Thanks.
the ones where you have to look on the bottom versus on the top is confusing. These are all on the top. So 5, 6, 9, 12 plus 5. 17 points of force damage.
Okay.
On the Manticore.
How much was it? 17?
17
That is a
points of
seriously solid hit. As you unleash your fury of spells, you see every single one of them like curving and arcing and eventually meeting their target. And you see it taking a huge brunt of the blows. You start to see a little bit of panic in its eyes.
Oh God. You heard it.
Do I have any bonus actions? No. I don't. So that's my turn.
Okay. Which means goes to Abram, who's going to check on his mount a little bit, make sure it's okay. Grab his short bow and send 30 feet up into the air.
Okay.
Keeping a decent distance, take a shot. Do it.
Alcohol at a time like this.
First shot misses as he's soaring back up into the air. Second shot also misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
Core,
Oh, me?
Wong, you're up next.
Gotcha.
I thought I was after one.
No, you're next.
Oh, okay. I'll go up to 30 feet with all of my boys.
Yeet.
And then we'll move.
Where's the other team, by the way?
For all you know, they could be exploring a completely different part of the valley.
I'm going
You're
straight.
Also,
You're
look,
still hasting.
Oh,
you may
right,
want
this
to
is my
note the
second round.
scale of that map that I gave you guys. This is a big cap.
Okay.
Or a big
Oh
valley.
yeah.
I'm gonna move right into 10 feet of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use my fancy schmancy paladin move, which is called Channel Divinity. I'm going to use my Vow of Enmity. I have advantage on attack rolls for the next minute.
Whoa.
So
Suits are very cheap.
I don't know how to mark that. My Channel Divinity thing.
Something's gonna happen. This is too easy.
You think?
Oh, there's Sacred Oath. Okay. Boom. So that's all set. So I now have advantage on attack rolls for 10 rounds.
Are you attacking it somehow? Or
I am going to attack it.
Okay.
I'm deciding what to use. Let's start with an Eldritch Blast. Six, so 11. 11 plus 6 is 17.
Hits.
And that's going to be a D10. I lost my D10. There it is. 9 plus 3 is 12 points of damage.
Seriously solid hit.
And then I will use my other second action because of my haste move to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it,
Do not be
boys.
alarmed.
Rolling.
Channel my inner Thor. I'm gonna throw my javelin of lightning and just try to embed it into him.
Roll an attack.
Come on. Oh.
I have advantage.
Oh, that was good.
What's the? That's plus 5. So 16 to hit.
That hits.
And I will, of course, yell the words arc. Hey, wait, is that let me check if it's a bonus action. Is it just something that I can do? On a hit,
Which fat head?
each creature in a line, which there's no other creatures. It doesn't look like it's a bonus action. So yes, I will use my one charge of arc and attack it with my lightning blast. Which means it has to. What does it have to do? Oh god.
like
Take
red?
a
Do you know, like
dexterity of 13 saving
I don't
throw.
do well with Jerry.
Is it the
so
is
sorry.
it the spear's dexterity saving throw or mine?
Against
my
your
spell
spell.
casting. My spell? Okay, so mine's 14, but your description says 13. Should we go with mine or should we go with the actual items?
Oh, then it's the item.
Okay, so 13.
Okay. And it does not succeed.
Yes.
6 damage.
Alright, so that is 4d6. You guys have
Well,
d6
you're up
for
next.
me? I just need 4, yeah. Thank you.
Fuck him up.
Okay. Okay. So we got 10, 15 points of damage. Nope.
Your javelin embeds itself into this creature. It's almost in its chest. You mutter the words, and you create a large sphere of arcing energy in the sky, connecting between your palm and this lightning javelin, completely frying this creature. And it's still holding on. It rips the javelin, throws it down.
Oh god.
Question.
I wish I could Thor it back.
There's been no resistances that we've seen.
Not that you've seen.
That anything that has hit it is
Correct.
effective. So
Well,
it's not resistant to non-magical weapons.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
All right.
You suck.
What?
I'm not even gonna.
Yes.
The cucumbers, they're not flavorful.
If you guys want some
Watered down.
cucumbers, Rhea and I have a prolific growth of cucumbers in our garden.
Sure.
Seriously, we get like bowls every day.
That's the second round.
I'm sure we
and the
could
first
spare a
round.
few.
Good enough for government work. Here's what I do. I move within range, so I am within 30 feet. And I will take my
Shit,
opportunity
27
to
points of damage.
fire.
I did 27 points of damage
Blarg.
in that round. That was good.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
firing. I'm firing
Great chop. This thing is looking battered and bloody.
Oh wow.
hand crossbow time.
Thank you, crazy scientist.
Finish it off.
17 to hit. Well, 17 plus bonuses to hit. But I think 17 hits.
It does.
Okay, cool. 5 points of damage plus what's the 10 points of damage. How do you want to do it?
Oh!
All right.
Nice.
I want to bring back and once again, kind of shittily, just like, and can I turn and not even look at it because I'm like I know what I'm doing, and then look at Abram and go try hitting it next time.
Oh!
Oh, and then it just like
And your
hits it in,
mark.
like the heart. Or
It
something.
finds its mark so easily. It just embeds itself into the neck of this creature.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones shitty CGI last season style. Hits it in the neck, flies down into the ground, and leaves like a trail of dust as it's falling down from the impact. The
feel
moment that
so
it hits
cool
the ground,
right now.
the moment that it hits the ground,
I mean, I
It
saw it
emits-
for you.
a
1000%.
loud howling roar, like not even a lion's roar, like that of a wounded animal. And when you hear that,
Horrific.
a little further down the cavern, you hear the exact same noise.
No! Wait, what? We hear it again.
You hear it again, echoing from further down the canyon.
Another one's fighting the other group. That's why they're not here.
From the south, the direction that it was headed.
So we heard from further south past, maybe
On
south,
the other side of the river.
V9.
maybe V9, maybe. Oh boy.
Just for the sake of it, I want to see if it's coming closer. I mimic the sound via thaumaturgy.
Okay? Mimic the sound of thaumaturgy, you make the same exact noise. You see him kind of like lay his arms down to the side, and this same noise mimics itself through the cavern. And you hear it again from the same direction.
Closer?
Oh, what if I had kids?
Abram, how's your mount?
I think it'll be fine.
I swoop down and grab my javelin.
We should move quickly if there's another.
We should perhaps rejoin the other team first.
I don't know if there's time.
Why not?
We know that there's two of them now. We should take it out.
I am not hit yet, by the way.
Yes, but if this one was tricky, what says that the other one isn't even trickier? Blow your horn. It's free, isn't it?
Come on, cowards! He leaps onto his hippogriff, takes off into the sky, blows his hunting horn, and starts heading in that direction to the southeast.
I follow.
Before he.
Dang it.
Before he. Has he taken damage? Abram? Was he ever hit?
He has taken some damage.
How's he looking?
Okay.
Okay.
He got hit for, I think, 9 points.
Alright,
Oh, okay.
here we go.
Away we go.
I've got more fight left
I've
in
got
me.
my javelin, by the way. I picked it up.
Okay. Grab your
But
javelin and
I
you guys
can't, I
make
just
your way
can't
in
use
the
it
other
the
direction.
same way.
That's it. That's just one like it expels.
It's once a day, like not even a rest or anything. It has to be the following morning.
Gotcha.
So,
If that's what you meant by once a day on the thing.
yeah, like once every morning.
Like it resets
It
itself.
resets.
Okay.
Correct. So
Alright.
you start making your way off in the direction that Abram was headed, and you do start to see there's a large hill in this cavern, or in this valley, and inside of it is a small cavern, completely dark, with no sunlight reaching more than about 20 feet inside of it.
How long does it take us to get there?
We
How
were
long
we
does
were
your
in
mount
V8.
sound?
We just had to cross the river.
Probably
Yeah.
about 2
Yeah,
minutes, flying full speed on your hippogriffs, trying to keep up with him. You do
So still
immediately hear.
hasted. That's
You do
10
see
minutes.
that on the
Or
outside
1 minute.
of this
yeah.
little
So I'm
outcropping,
not hasted anymore.
It's 1 minute.
Okay, so I'm not hasted anymore.
on the outside of this little outcropping, there is a small ridge, a flattened out plateau-style ridge, and then this cavern beyond it. You see his hippogriff parked almost on the side of this little ridge, and you see him kind of peeking inside of the cavern.
Abram?
Abram, what do you want to do?
All right.
I
Let's
don't-
land, but not like right up on the thing.
I stay
Let's
on
land like 10
camera,
feet
though.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
land at a distance and approach on foot.
Okay.
Ah,
Bye,
dead
everybody.
again.
Man, that could have been so much easier. We could have just upturned the world.
That's true. Anybody know Earthquake? The Pokemon move?
I can.
You can mimic an earthquake, or what
that
was that
move
thing
is
you did to
OP.
wake up all those undead that one time?
Thaumaturgy,
Oh,
I think. I misunderstood some things. It might have been a cantrip that I messed
Oh, boy.
up. We have a drawn map.
oh God.
I think that's Final Fantasy music. 15?
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
So right out here is kind of like an outcropping. Once you guys do land, I'll just describe it to you now. You do see a couple of large rock outcroppings. Some are like stalactites that are hanging from the ceiling. These are more like large boulders. A caved-in entrance over here, a large natural staircase up onto the side, and some sort of matted region in the back.
Is this a
the
cave or
entrance?
is there skies?
This is the cave, and there's about a 10-foot flat entrance right here where Abram is hanging out. That's not him.
How high is the
Abram is
ceiling?
hanging out here. Ceiling's about 30 feet high or so.
Oh, so no room for hippogriff, really.
No point.
Well, Abram, you're more familiar with this area than I am. Does this look like a hippogriff den to you?
Manticore.
Manticore den, pardon me.
Message. Manticore.
Manticore
Quite possibly. However, I've never actually been in the lair of a beast.
den? Do me a favor, would you? Turn down the cave and blow your horn one more time. Maybe they'll hear us.
Into the cave?
Don't
No,
blow
no,
it into
out
the
of
cave.
the, out of.
You
out-
plan
no,
on
don't-
alerting this
don't-
creature?
No, out of the.
No,
out of
Wong. That's
What?
I'm sorry,
Don't do
but
it.
that's a bad
Don't
idea.
listen to him, he's drunk.
That's a
I
bad
am
idea.
barely slushed. I'll have you know.
If you hear a horn just outside the cave, I'd rather not do that. If we can have an element of surprise, that would be better.
I will say I am impressed by your slurred fighting habits.
What can I say? It's the way of the drunken master.
Just go.
Right. Now,
It's the way
I'm
of the.
I'm afraid I don't have the best eyesight in this particular area. Would anybody else like to go first?
I think I have a little bit better eyesight. Oh, I might have just given something away. Well,
We're
I
young.
said it anyways.
I also will
I
go
can
with
see
you.
I have dark vision.
I am dismounted from Tamara, by the way. I just kind of left her around the outside of the cave, not in the opening. I don't know where you're parking your
I have
little
dark
boy.
vision.
There is about
Oh,
a
you're
50-foot
hypocrite.
drop from the edge of this little plateau
outside.
here.
Yeah, outside.
So 50 foot outside of that. 10
Yeah, about
foot.
20 feet out here, and then about a 50-foot drop down below.
20 perception with dark vision.
You take a peek
Ooh.
inside,
Never mind, you got it.
and you do see not only a bit of a shadow as you poke your head around the corner here. You do see a shadow around this kind of area over here, but you do also see
Manticore shaped shadow.
a manticore-shaped shadow. But you do also see a bit of a glimmer from the sunlight in that direction.
Do
as
we
well.
notice any sign of the other group?
Make a perception check.
Do I get to count my 20 towards that too?
Your perception check?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
And my second
I don't notice
perception check
shit.
is worthless.
Yeah, me too. I got a 5 or a 6. I mean, no, 7.
Okay.
Oh, 7.
But
So-
I assume it's worthless.
What is everybody going to do?
I am going to stealth for what it's worth.
I'm also going to stealth.
I guess I will stealth as well.
Alright.
Stealth forward and...
Stealth.
So is this higher, and this is the stairs leading up here?
No.
So this leads somewhere
It just
else.
goes. It just goes
It just
up
leads up and
and
down.
down.
It's like a natural
I
staircase.
gotcha,
It's
gotcha.
Just a ridge, basically.
basically.
Okay.
I'm going to stealth forward, trying to, like, go to rock or what.
I'm gonna
however-
stealth up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
I'm gonna go ranged on this.
man, I should have done that. All right, stealth.
Commit. Commit to the bit.
Stealth is a 21 for stealth.
Holy shit. Stealth for me is a 19
Alright.
total. 19.
Stealth for me is an 8.
I would say roll with advantage because you already have some natural cover here.
Oh shit.
All of us?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh shit.
They rolled the same thing.
That's
so
even better.
I rolled an 8
21.
again.
22 for me.
Alright. So everybody kind of starts to make their way into the lair, kind of sneaking wherever it is that you said you want to go.
I also messaged to Abram.
He's following behind you.
Well, I messaged to him like it's at the end of the cabin.
He kind of gives you a nod, and he gives you...
I nod because End knows what that meant. Joe does not.
As in, like, 1 or 2.
1.
And he nods back at you.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like you've been kind of sort of able to make your way, although it seems like this creature is starting to get a little bit more stirred, and you hear its howl once again.
Oh, okay.
Just 1.
Yes.
Keep moving.
Can we keep moving forward, stealth, as far as we can?
Yep. So actually, you guys can make it as close as you'd like.
I'm not really sure where I should go. I will want to move forward to maybe
Abram
about the
is
same line.
tailing you, and
I assume you don't want to be out in the open.
No, I'd rather
But
not.
you're
be.
not really useful here either, are you?
No, I really want to. I know what I want to do.
You
to
put
help
yourself
us
where
out.
you want.
I guess I'll stick near you.
Just hop behind.
Yeah. I'll sort of stick with the.
Is there any kind of covering at the top of the ridge here?
you're about 30 feet up,
You could
so
go
it's just the
prone.
natural cover of being higher up.
You
So
could
I'm
go
basically
prone.
by the ceiling.
You could command crawl, and prone gives you some.
You,
Yeah,
you
but
still
then
have
I'll
a bit.
disadvantage if
You
I
have a
do
bit of
that.
headroom, so you're not like crouching down, but like you could
Am I
easily go
higher
prone.
than the Manticore?
Much.
Okay. So I will be roughly here. High
Real
up.
quick, how's everybody doing
Crouching.
on time?
I'm great.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm definitely fine.
Okay.
Got time to kill another Manticore.
Yeah.
I know what I really want to do to help us out with this, but it's.
I know what
risky.
I'm doing next, and it doesn't help you guys, but
I only have selfish things in plan, so whatever you want to do.
Well, here I'll tell you guys. I wanna be able to land a hit on it so I can attempt a stunning strike.
This doesn't take concentration.
Because that'll make it stunned for a full round. So that could only help trying to kill it.
Well, I don't think we're planning on keeping it alive.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm just like it's dangerous to get up real close to it, and I don't know what y'all are gonna do.
This is Core up here?
Yeah.
Okay, I messaged to Core. What do you want, on 3? Or do you have... Is there anything up here that could give us an advantage? Like anything...
It is almost in like a
35,
small
40.
den nest
Now,
site.
now that we're closer to it, what do I notice about it? Do I see it itself now? From up here?
You have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. So being this close, you're able to notice that not only is this manticore kind of sitting in a defensive position, like almost how like a cat would be ready to leap,
Okay.
but also it is standing in front of something. Make a perception check.
Ooh. Yeah, that's an 8. No, sorry. Yeah, that's an 8.
Unfortunately, you're not able to get an exact idea of what's standing in front.
Just it's covering
So-
it too much.
You said earlier that there was a glimmer. Any chance of being able to tell if that's just a light off
not
of
from the
something
angle
metal
that you're,
or
not from the angle that you're standing at.
Okay.
He only was able to try in a perception check because he got closer at a bit of an angle. It's standing directly in front of it.
What's your
relative to where
what's
you
your
are.
stealth?
My stealth is always going to be a +4.
Well, that was very meta of me to ask you this.
No, I'm pretty
I'm going to
sneaky.
use the bathroom real quick. You guys think the plan.
Okay.
I can make you invisible.
Ooh, that would
But
be
as
really
soon
good.
as you attack or do anything, you lose the invisibility.
I want to try and hit it a bunch of times with my various like nunchucks and things and try a stunning strike on it.
So you have to be within range to do that.
Yeah, I'd have to. Well, thankfully I've got 40 feet of movement, so I can get right up.
How
to
about
it.
how about I make you invisible, and then you'll be the initiation. But
I can-
you'll have advantage on stealth getting up there, and it won't be able to see you.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll still have to be quiet enough to not let it hear you.
Yeah.
But then.
And I've
that
got
can be our-
I've got all valuable advantage for this stealth check.
Yeah. Are you okay with that core message? Are you okay with that core?
Him going invisible and then stunning striking him.
I'm gonna try. It's an attempt, so once I do, it will kick off.
My reason for being up there is to make sure I can either relay any kind of gimmicks that might happen, or to attack from there once we kick off.
Sure.
So I'm the kind of backer.
Sounds good. I like this plan. It's what we got.
All right.
I forgot I have Hellish Rebuke.
You have Hellish Rebuke.
I did.
I have Hellish Rebuke.
It's a
too.
warlock feat if you're not a tiefling.
Hellish Rebuke is amazing.
What is it?
So if you get attacked, you can use a spell slot as a reaction to hurt it back.
Except that I don't even have to use a spell slot.
Yeah, he doesn't. I do.
So basically, I get punched, I go, and they burst.
And then it
into
takes
flame.
2d10 fire damage,
Whoa!
Or half if they
That's
save it.
cool.
If they save it.
or have they save. Yes,
But
but
you
it will
don't
get
have
hurt.
to expend a spell slot if you're a
Tiefling. Is that what you are? Okay.
I mean,
What do you play? Oh, you're a bard, right?
I'm a bard.
Yeah, that's awesome.
she could just hit it with a thunder wave and kick it off that way.
I'm Sterling Silver because of
Wong.
If this
As
puns
soon
your
as stuff
bard
goes
thing.
down,
Yeah.
I love it.
you're
My
gonna
love
lose
would
this
be Sterling,
invisibility.
So her name is Sterling.
Understood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whispering, message, whatever I need
Sure,
to
sure,
do
sure.
to be non-detected.
Okay,
We have a
let's
plan.
play.
All right.
I have a plan.
So I put
You
my
all get a surprise round if you're attacking.
what?
You all get a surprise round if
Perfect.
you're attacking.
Perfect.
Well, knowing that, do we even need to use up the invisibility? Well, you still need to get up there is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it anyway.
We need we need his because he has to be within actual range of it
Yeah.
to attack. So
Okay.
we have all range stuff, but he doesn't.
Well, I mean, I could throw a dart at it.
Yeah, but that's what a D4.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
So I put my hand on Wong's shoulder,
Yep.
and I my braced and withered hand, put it on his shoulder. The brace glows. I mutter a couple things in Infernal that are irrelevant, and Wong vanishes. You are invisible.
okay.
In whatever conditions invisible gives you. I think it gives you advantage on
Attacks.
being sneak attack or stealth.
Oh right.
It can still be detected by noise or tracks it leaves, but attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and your attack rolls have advantage.
Sick. All right.
However, at this point, any of your 1 minute long spells have expired.
Right.
Yes, this is a new one.
This is a new one.
Concentration 1 minute. Okay. Go.
30, 35, 40. I use my 40 feet of movement
Oh, that's right, monks.
to get right up on it, invisible. And
Right to its face.
I am going to attack. Wait, hang on. I want to real quickly. I'm so sorry to delay. I really just want to double check something real quick.
In the meantime, please tell me your plan.
Well, he's gonna be invisible, and then he's gonna try to get a stunning attack on this guy, and that's what's gonna head it off.
Okay.
So he's
then we'll-
sneaking up there because he had to be like up front, and then we all attack. So
plan
I don't
to
know
have
if that
sneak-
really.
Is it advantage for sneak attacks? Or something
you're
like that, whatever it's called. What's the surprise round?
Surprise just means that you have an extra round of attacks.
This would be a surprise round the moment he attacks.
Correct.
Okay.
So I didn't even need to use my invisibility then.
Well,
You're
yeah,
gonna
because
sneak
he
up
had
on
to he had to walk up to him, or else we just would have seen him.
All
Yeah,
right.
but he could have just ran up and done it.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Here we
'cause
go.
There's no initiative right now,
All right,
so
this
we
is
don't
more
know
fun
what would have
anyways,
happened.
so-
Drawing my nunchuck,
Oh, nunchuck.
I will attack.
Sorry. I meant to cast that at level 2. There we go.
Okay. I will attack. I am lightheaded.
Do you need to do any of your wild magic surges?
You already did one.
I just cast a spell. When I cast haste, that happened. I cast a spell and no, good. If I use Tides of Chaos, the next spell does trigger wild magic. Unless you say it says per the DM's request, but we said every time. But every time I cast a spell, I have to roll, and on a 1,
19
Wild
to
magic.
hit.
Yep.
Plus things. So
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. Damage.
Alright. 2.
This is the stunning strike, right?
Everybody roll initiative in the meantime, because that's what it's going to go to.
8 points of damage, and on a
4.
successful hit with the nunchuck, I roll 1 more d6.
Yep.
4.
Do we get advantage on initiative?
10 more damage on top of that.
Damn it.
You get disadvantage for pushing your luck.
So 10 more damage on top of that.
Okay.
I will spend a key point to do Stunning Strike. And on Stunning Strike, you must make a Constitution saving throw or be stunned for the next turn.
They failed. Roll 3.
I scream, "Yo, Watasha!" I hit it with the thing. I spend my key point.
I forgot about that.
And the Manticore is stunned
Okay.
How long? Just one round.
until the end of
that's
my
just a little-
next turn. I have a little Drunken Master stinger that I play.
Okay. So,
The Manticore is now stunned. I need to roll initiative. I'm so high right now. This is amazing.
With a crack across the jaw, this Manticore is just taking this brutal hit, completely confused, and it's stuck there.
so we still get a surprise round on top of his stunned round,
I
right?
believe so.
Okay, good.
Chris, I have a 15 initiative.
Sorry
Alright.
for leaving you hanging there.
No, it's okay. I'm
Everybody
just
else, initiative.
4.
15.
What was it?
like 15.
Okay, so both of you decide who goes first.
You have
Who
higher
rolled
decks.
15.
So you-
I'll go before end.
That's
So
what
we
I
go
usually do.
Wong and Core again. That was the same as last time. Let's see where he goes. Wong and Core Abram.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not only do you get your surprise hit there, that was the surprise round.
Oh, we don't all get an attack on it?
Don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was wondering. Like, if we hadn't done the whole invisibility thing, we could have just gone.
Rah!
Oh well.
No.
I believe it is just for the first attack. But
Okay.
it's also stunned now, so
It's basically
get
a
fucked,
surprise
Manticore.
Okay.
All right.
So
The first attack that makes sense. Cause
So
like,
then
hey,
it's-
let's get a party of 10.
that means
and
it's
get a
Wong's
surprise
turn
round.
again then.
Yes.
Okay. Wong,
So
it's
Wong,
all
it's
you,
your
baby.
turn.
Oh wait, it's my turn.
Again, yeah.
Alrighty. If I'm not mistaken, the stunned condition gives me advantage on this next strike. Okay.
You're no longer invisible, by the way.
Alright, well, yeah, I figured that. Alright, once again, attacking with the nunchucks.
Does it do anything fancy?
Yeah, it does. 17 to hit.
Give it +9. Holy shit. Yeah, that hits.
3 plus 8 damage. With a
Okay.
nunchuck. It doesn't do the second one because it's once per round. I think.
Oh, well, this is a different round.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were in a surprise
Surprise
round,
round.
now we're in the first round. But what does it do?
Once per round. Oh, well, you just get another d6 since this is a new round.
Oh, you just get extra. I got you.
6 plus 6 is 12 damage on top of that. Wah, wah.
That's the
Bruce
first
Lee with the
attack.
nunchucks.
Another solid hit.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's the first
Kicking
attack.
the shit out of this thing.
That's the first attack.
That's the first attack.
He still
I get
has
to
another
attack again.
Okay.
This is also with advantage, I think, because he's still stunned. So.
You just can't use the nunchucks the same way.
Yes, because it's a once per round
I
thing.
got you.
So 10
Stack,
plus, 9 to hit 19.
Jeez.
I believe that hits.
Yep.
And oh, 6. Another 12 damage.
My God.
Okay.
It dies.
It is actually looking pretty rough at this point. And followed by Core. Try and make your moves as quick as possible here.
Okay. I hope this works. I go out here and I cast Blink.
Blink?
Blink.
Oh gosh.
Is that the teleport spell?
Not exactly.
Oh boy.
It doesn't take effect this turn, but it is cast.
Okay.
Do you want a bonus action?
I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Actually, as a bonus action, I'll use my sorcery points to regain something. Maybe. Doesn't matter for you guys. I'll
Okay.
look.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
I'm about to roll. I have no idea what I was going to do. I will cast Hunter's Mark as bonus action.
Okay.
And I won't do that.
Does your stunning strike say what DC it has to save?
Yeah, it has to save against my spell save DC, which is 13. Spell save DC, key save DC.
And I will use my hand crossbow.
You do have advantage.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I will use my hand crossbow to fire. So I realize Hunter's Mark, you need a weapon hit, not a magic hit. So
Oh.
I'll have to use a weapon.
Okay, cool. Oops, sorry about that.
13. So 13 plus 4 is 17 to hit.
Yep.
17 to hit, that is 1d6 plus 1, which is 3 points plus. Let me grab Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark does something. What does
Yeah,
it do?
Hunter's Mark is an extra 1d6 damage.
All I know is Laura Bailey constantly forgets
As long
to
as
do
it's
it.
hit.
Go for it.
Yes.
I think, right?
You have advantage on any wisdom. Oh, cool. Okay, that's just extra shit.
I'm still thinking about what I want to do on my turn.
Okay, so an extra 1 after that. So I think that was. What did I say?
I already wrote it down. I'm not sure.
So an extra 1.
So just another
One damage. Got it. Okay, so it's Abram's turn. He's gonna poke out from around the side of that rock there. Fire 2 shots of his short bow. That hits. That
Up
hits.
to 1 hour, damn.
2 solid shots from the short bow as he and then fires back behind the cover. The Manticore now, after taking this bloody round of combat, tries to shake off the effect of Core's
A bow?
stun. You notice it kind of like start to shake a little bit,
He used a bow.
freak out, and it is no longer stunned.
Wait, he went back behind the rock.
You actually don't
Yes.
save. It just kind of ends.
Oh, it ends.
Yeah, it just ends on the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Can I retroactively do something on my turn?
On your next turn, maybe, depending on what it is.
Just move back behind the rock. I
So
forgot that you can split.
this
movement.
Manticore is going to
Oh well. Guess I can't.
No, he's not going to disengage. He's going to use his action to retreat, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay,
Jesus.
so
Oh shoot!
he's basically out at this point.
I do have a logistical question. Can he do that while he's stunned?
He's
And
still stunned.
Does Wong
He shook
get
it
an-
off.
Does Wong get an attack
Well,
of
you don't
opportunity?
resist. You don't have a chance to. It just ends on my next turn. According to the rules, it says the target must succeed
You
on
stunned
a
him.
Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
So he succeeded on it, but also you stunned him on your first turn, then you had a second turn afterwards.
I thought you stunned him on your second turn too.
Well, I stunned him when I was invisible, which was technically
stunned
the
him on
surprise,
the surprise round.
Okay.
And then I had my second turn. So yeah, actually,
But-
he
but-
didn't even have to roll to resist anything.
Don't-
He was unstunned by that.
But don't you get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, he does.
Oh, I get an attack.
Yeah,
you
he
do.
ran, he ran past you.
As it's flying past
And me.
Mm,
He flew past me because I'm 30 feet in the air.
no, you're not.
That's
within
bullshit.
melee range.
Okay, whatever.
11. That's
hits.
a okay. Yeah. It does the nunchuck damage. Is this a new round?
Yes.
Well, it's your reaction.
Well, it's your reaction, yeah.
Okay.
So it's still round
So
one.
on a reaction, can I attempt a stunning strike?
I think that's a bonus action. You only have a reaction. right
Yes. So
now.
Okay.
no.
So it does a total of 7 damage.
Okay.
Well, a stunning strike is a key point, not a bonus action.
Yeah, but it requires a bonus action.
I do have
to
to
Oh,
take
okay.
bonus
To do
action,
that.
spend a key point too.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
So
D&D.
No, D&D.
as this happens, it starts to soar out above you. You're able to get one last crack with your nunchucks as it flies and soars through the cavern. Obviously, very distressed to be leaving whatever it was guarding behind, and it is right now on the ledge there. Wong, it is your turn.
Okay.
It did leave whatever it was guarding behind.
So there's something here.
Do I have to spend my whole turn to Actually, 42, so I'm just gonna... I'm taking stock of what I can do. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Not really. 10,
You can't even see it because of the rock on the way.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I will...
If you want to investigate, you can. That would probably be a bonus action.
Oh, alright. In that case... excuse me.
Use an object? Interact with an object?
I will investigate whatever it was guarding.
Okay. So you go and take a look at it, and make a quick perception check for me.
Oh, sure. $14 total.
You go over and take a look at this strange object. It's kind of oval in nature, set up around this kind of straw patch around it. You take a quick look and brush your hand over the side of it, and it feels almost cold and almost kind of scaly. You take a quick look at it. Hand me your map.
This thing? This whole...
The Sighing Valley map.
Sure.
And you do notice that this symbol is carved into the side of this strange figure. You realize
Oh.
it's an egg.
Oh, it's
An egg with a symbol carved into it.
And with your knowledge of manticores, they're mammals.
Befuddled by this.
What do you want to do with the rest of your turn?
Gosh, give me a second. I'm thinking. So saw him leave. Things out back. I'm going to. I'm gonna grab it. Is it, well, I mean, is it huge? Is it like way too
It's
big?
about the size of a basketball,
Oh.
so relatively small. And as you do that, you start to notice that it's very warm.
Huh.
Very warm. You start to feel something almost moving inside of it. As that happens, you hear a loud, thunderous screech. Clearly not the Manticore.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Draconic.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
You look outside to see where the Manticore was, and you realize that where there once was sunlight, it is completely blotted out in shadow. You see a large silhouetted figure coming down.
What? No.
And the Manticore
Eats the
pin it
manticore.
down, grabs it by the neck, and rips its head off with a trail of blood following behind it.
I don't know.
We're fucked.
What color is it?
Oh, God.
Oh no! This is what happened in the clearing. It fought this thing, and it took its egg. Why did it take its egg?
Or did you take its egg?
I thought she's holding it. I didn't know what it was.
Put it down.
Can I still do my turn?
That ends the dragon's turn.
Oh, good.
And
I'm still holding this
You're up.
fucking thing.
My spells are all fire.
Shit.
What do I have? What do I have? I have friends. No.
Is this like an exit, by the way? You mentioned this was an entrance of some description.
that was like a hollowed out, like, broken down path. Like a cave collapsed on it.
Oh. Huh.
So there's a ton of boulders there.
So there's no way out.
We're hosed.
Well, if it comes in, we can hopefully go around it.
We're hosed, you realize. This is like a thing that can definitely kill us.
Yeah.
How high are these rocks?
They are tall enough that some of them are actually connecting with the ceiling. There are many, many stalactites around the ceiling as well, but most of them are at least 20 feet tall.
I'm going to cast 5 more charges out of the Wand of Magic Missiles.
If you are within range.
120 feet.
I know, but you're kind of... you can sort of see him. If you want to do that...
You said you were going to go back behind the rock anyway.
I mean, sure, I can still go.
You still move.
Yeah, I mean, I can't hit him from here. It's
There's a rock in the way.
The magic missiles, don't they just hit though? Like just.
You still have to have line of sight on it.
Okay.
40, 45, 15. As the crow flies.
You can move, take your action, and then move again if you want.
Can I do this?
Yep.
Is that line of sight?
Yep.
Okay. So I go over. That's 5 feet, and I cast magic missiles. I need 5d4s again.
This is where I wave the red flag to let you guys know that this is a deadly encounter. You are responsible for your own actions.
Give
Okay,
me
boys.
D4.
These are d6s.
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Did you grab my other one? Okay.
I need one more. Okay, I'm so glad I cast Blink. Alright,
So we
have
need to dip,
6.
right? We should just get to move and then leave.
Yeah. My Tamara is real close.
It's
but-
blocking the entrance.
Is it entirely blocking the entrance?
If you want to try and run past that thing, I welcome you to.
Well, we would have to disengage.
It'll have an attack of opportunity
Yeah.
and it'll be a dragon's attack of opportunity. Would it not? If we
We
went
ran
by.
by it.
Huh?
Does he have an attack of opportunity? If we
Any
run
creature
by
that
it?
has that.
Lots of click.
If we run past it, we would be within melee range, so it would have an attack of opportunity. Do you want to take a dragon's claw?
Not really.
Anyways, I mean, I kind of hope that's the case. I kind of want to have to deal with this, but
I want to run away.
We are level 5.
I
is
will
this
note.
an
This
adult
is
dragon?
almost Thordak. This is like a step below Thordak.
Make an nature check.
It's gotta be an adult.
11.
With your knowledge of dragons, you know that they can grow to be legendarily large creatures. This is still a big fucking thing, but it's not as big as you've heard them be.
It's not ancient.
Is this
It's just
perhaps? Is this almost scale? Almost.
Yes.
With
Almost.
that,
It is
Okay.
barely ducking underneath the cavern. It's actually having to encompass its wings.
It's gotta be
to
an
get in
adult.
here.
I don't know how.
It's
Wait,
not
you said
ancient.
this is an entrance here?
No,
Like
it's,
this is a
there's
passage?
boulders in front of it. It's
Cave
cave
in.
Oh, so there's no way out other than past the dragon.
You
Yeah.
can try getting your way through the boulders, but there's a lot of them.
I don't have any strength.
It's not a big problem.
Huh?
That's
So
not
that's
a
not a
me
me
problem.
That's what I said.
Wow.
Okay, I am.
How many magic missiles did you fire off?
5 total.
What was your damage? Do you remember?
Well, alright, here it is. So, it's 21 force damage.
Is that plus your plus 5?
Yeah.
21 force damage. You actually get a very solid hit in.
Wait a
All of your
second.
charges.
Wait a second. I might have miscalculated how many charges I had left.
Uh-oh.
No,
Corey, you're
3.
up next.
I used
Please
3
get your move
charges, so
ready.
that's
You good?
Hey,
Yes.
get your move ready.
Okay.
first level, second level, third level. Oh, I did it wrong the first time too. So,
Give me a different
um,
sense.
Chris, pick a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay. So the correct
Did
amount.
I just give you extra damage?
No, you took some away.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Sorry.
10, 14 plus
Doesn't
4.
matter.
So it was actually
I just need
18.
a marker.
18 force damage, and I miscalculated my previous use of magic missiles. My apologies.
Okay. Alright.
No!
So,
No, that's right. 21! 21 points of force damage. I'm sorry. 21. There's 3 for the first charge, and then 1 for every charge after that. So 5
Alright.
total, 21 points of force damage. Alright.
We're hosed.
I will say, this is possible.
Okay. Does it... What reaction does it have when it gets hit with that? Okay.
Okay.
Come on! Dang it! Blink still doesn't work! Well, it's okay. I moved back here and hid, and Blink still didn't work.
Okay. Core, you're up.
Dang it!
Um,
You know, I've never actually succeeded against a dragon in D&D.
I've never fought a dragon in D&D.
Well,
Actually, I
It's
have.
here.
I will cast.
What's the fun in
Be
easily
very,
winning everything?
very smart. This is not a run and flail sort of situation.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action on myself.
Okay. Is that a level? What spell level is that?
It's a level 1.
Okay.
You know that. Oh, okay.
That means that you
Concentration.
can't use another spell as your action. Unless it's a cantrip.
Yes. Which means I get my +2 AC back, so I now have an AC of 17.
Okay.
So this is only wrong.
So if I hasted you again, you'd have an AC of
I'd have 19. And then I'm not going to move because I'm terrified. I don't know where to go. But I am going to not Witch Bolt. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the bastard. Oh, might gonna be the best one.
Because it might be your last.
Fucking god.
Ah!
19.
That is a 19 plus 6. That's not a
Hits.
hit.
No,
We,
19.
we are now the scene on the cover of
Oh,
the
yeah.
DM
Oh,
screen.
my god, we
some
are.
kobolds.
Sit down.
Well, is that might be
Like
an
right
ancient,
here?
but
What does
yes.
this do?
You need to take. I've lost my D10. There it is.
I was gonna say,
Damn it.
Chris, I'm like, man, these
6
manticores
points of
are not
damage.
really that hard.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Okay. And your Eldritch Blast fires directly into it. Pretty good hit.
Don't let yourself take one hit from that dragon.
Do you want to move?
Does Abraham have a reaction to this, by the way? Did we see him react at all?
Fucking horrified.
I'm gonna kind of hide here behind the stairs. Does that allow me some kind of cover a little bit?
Yes.
Okay.
That gives you actually 3/4 cover.
Okay, I'll take that.
Do I have full cover? Because that was my goal.
Yes.
Abram's fucked. Abram's standing there.
Well, luckily for him, it is his turn.
He's just going in. He just goes in. Nice.
Nice.
Did you get it?
No, don't think
Oh.
so.
Never mind, I take it back.
So, he's going to...
Oh, I could do something, but it'll be really sad if I do it.
take his crossbow. Or his, light bow. Take a shot. Hits.
It's not a bad idea.
6.
Yeah, but we're still in a cave that's only 30 feet high.
Second shot misses, and he ducks behind over here.
But they have to get in.
He'd have to get it, yes, but they'd have to come to us.
Alright, let's back pocket.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
He turns the corner, sees you there for a moment, and you see what was once this cocky and completely full of himself individual, covered head to toe in fear.
Can't
Like-
blame him.
Sweating, almost incomprehensible words coming out from him. Manticore's dead, so it's Wong's turn.
Oh boy.
He's dead.
I have
great.
two things I
How long
could.
does your blink spell last?
Blink lasts 1 minute, and it's not concentration.
And it has been 1 round since you cast it.
So you're tracking that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm still holding this egg that is presumably a dragon egg.
I wonder.
I don't know what to do with it.
We could potentially, should we
I could
survive, in the unlikelihood that we
threaten it
survive, we
and
could
be
have
like,
a
oh,
pet,
I'll kill it.
we could have a pet dragon.
I'll kill it if you don't let me leave.
Could also just kill you.
We'll just kill
Yeah,
it.
well, yeah. I'm not gonna intimidate it.
What if
into-
you just like rolled it to the dragon?
That's not a bad idea.
It will still kill you for being here.
Nah.
It killed a Manticore for being here. We're ants.
I mean,
We are literally
dragons
spiders.
dragons are intelligent. Maybe, of course, we
the
just
dragon.
attacked it too.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and
Really wish I had speak with animals.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn the things.
The awkward turnaround.
How heavy is the egg? How heavy is the egg?
Probably about 5 pounds or so.
A baby. A little less than a baby.
And I'm gonna think about this for a good long while and delay while I think of what on earth to do.
You could just come with me and duck behind the stairs. Not to tell you what to do.
So I am still holding the egg. I've decided not to set the egg down.
I have an idea.
Okay.
You can mess. Oh, it's not your turn.
It's not my turn.
I'm gonna look to my comrades as I like. It's like gonna go give it back now. Sort of motion. Do I get a vibe from you?
Don't get in range. Is however vibe-ish I can communicate that with you.
I'm just like, all right. I hold it, and I got my nunchucks out, so I'm just gonna go at the dragon. Like,
Threaten the egg.
yeah, I'll be like, I'll threaten the egg and be like, dragon, stay back now. I'll be like,
You're gonna stay out in the open?
well,
You can't actually see him right now. You'd have to move to a point where he has line of sight on you.
There's a big rock in the way.
here?
No, there's rock here and rock here.
Oh,
You literally can't even see right.
So
you're
here's
just
my idea.
You're threatening nothing.
You could try shot.
You could just
And
hide.
you're up next.
Okay. It's not my turn.
I know you have a plan.
I don't know if it's a great plan.
It's one more than I have. My only plan is to try and fuck it. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're gonna say. So.
I don't even know if it's gonna work.
All right. So you know what I'll do though? Actually, is I'll move near to you and sort of stick my head kind of like out looking. Can I see the dragon from here?
Another rock here.
It's blocked by line of sight.
All right. Well, I guess I move here and I'm like, hey, I have this egg.
To our
My
awareness, is it... Does it know of our presence? Because it really just... Well, we did just attack it, so yes, it does. It is a... I was like, we could have just hid. And
Okay.
could have thought only the man.
Is it my turn?
That's all you're doing.
I will hold my action
Okay.
of smashing the egg. I will attack the egg with my nunchuck. And that's a held action. If it...
That's dark.
I don't think that's gonna help us.
No, he's gonna kill us either
Like
way.
if the dragon comes in and is like, no, don't hurt my egg, and then you go boom, the dragon's gonna be like, I will kill you because you killed my egg.
In that case, I will
Think
just...
Jurassic Park 3.
I will just hold nothing and I will end my turn.
Okay. It's now the dragon's turn.
I thought I was next. You said I was next.
The dragon has its own
You said I was next.
Get ready though.
You said I was next.
It has
Cruel.
40 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It can't fit. It can't fit.
Fortunately, this base is a little bit too wide. It would fit.
So it's 10 by 10 base.
Yes. So that would be another 10. That ends its movement right there.
Okay. Okay.
And it is going to erupt. A cone of fire directed at this boulder. Completely erupting the sides of you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Are we protected?
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, great. Against dragon breath.
Just that, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Juan, which space are you on?
Behind Cax?
I'd like to be behind Cax if I'm...
No, I will not go down like this. Tides of chaos.
17, 19, 20, 25. Okay.
And I just talked about having a backup character.
I am at a 25 dexterity saving throw.
After
Okay.
rolling 3 times, the highest I could get was a 13 dex save. I also have resistance to fire.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I have resistance to fire.
That's damage
disappointing.
dice?
Well, I say bye Wong, everybody.
How,
Or-
how
or
are,
he's
we,
destroying
how
the
are we
rock.
hit if we're behind the rock?
I think he's breaking the rock with fire. He's literally melting
I
the
don't
rock.
know.
He just grabbed 1,000 dice.
Can't
That's damage
survive
dice.
one hit from these things.
I know. Remember our back pocket plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So, Juan, you take 33 points of damage
That's
you are
actually...
almost dead.
Yeah.
from succeeding. Since you failed your saving throw, you would take 66 points of damage. You have resistance.
That is
Cut it in half.
33.
That is one less than double your thing, right? So you're not,
That almost
Immediately killed.
That almost instantly killed me,
but it didn't.
except that I have resistance to fire.
Oh, thank God. But either
But
way,
it did knock me out.
But if you didn't have resistance fire, that would be one hit. That would be one damage point away from eliminating you.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Did you survive? You didn't get hit.
I'm not here. No, I'm over there. So I didn't.
Okay,
he
well,
didn't- doesn't
I'm
even run
knocked
there.
out. I go down to -2. Thankfully, not
But you
minus.
are unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
So there are.
How
Things
about
that can happen.
our
I
friend
think
here?
that-
Is he
I
dead?
think that beating the dragon is not the way to go.
No.
He actually succeeded. So he still takes a pretty hefty chunk of damage, but he's hanging in
I
there.
rolled 3 freaking saves. The best thing, I got a 1 and a 5 and an 11.
I don't even know what the hell.
Okay.
So, do you think we just bolt?
And it's your turn.
Yeah.
I need you to make a death
Death
saving
save.
throw.
This is just that's a roll, right?
You gotta get higher than 10, I think.
4. That's 1 failure.
Oh god.
Core, it's your turn.
Or do something smart.
Abram sees you
I
fall.
can't do anything for you guys though.
Yes, you can.
What do you mean I can?
I liked our plan D.
Mike, I would say that
I'm unconscious.
as a last resort, since you were readying your action, since you saw him fall, if you want to, you can give End a potion.
Oh,
Right.
Great.
This is talking to Joe.
How many d4s is a potion of
Someone do
healing?
one mouse.
Regular potion of healing is 2d4 plus
Only
2.
some of my
No,
own.
you can't. So wait, did he do that before my turn?
7.
Like, is it?
I
are
think
you-
it's fair that he would be able to get you right as you were falling. So why don't you knock that off and make your turn?
So I get a turn.
Yes.
So
What?
So before he
ahead.
goes down, he gets
Oh,
a turn.
so I
Yeah.
don't feed that.
so I go down. You
Feed
use
him
your
the potion.
reaction
Oh,
to
oh.
give me the potion.
I think that that's fair. Since
Alright.
you literally did nothing on your last turn.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah.
7.
Okay.
That was 7
He was
plus,
holding an action, so that
Yeah.
could be it.
Yeah.
plus
different
2d4
action.
plus 2. So whatever.
7, 8, 9 points of healing to you. 9
So
points
you're-
of healing, so you are alive now.
You're at 9 now.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Smoking.
I'm here for
it's
you.
your
I got
turn.
you.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yep.
It's fully my turn. Okay, hold on. I have a plan. I need to check and see if I can do it all on one turn, though.
I as well.
That's me.
Oh, shoot! Okay, Okay. Give me the egg. Give me the egg.
I do. Take.
I'm just gonna do this. I use Mage Hand
Okay.
to carry the egg, and I carry the egg 30 feet out, like to here.
Can it lift 5 pounds?
It can lift 10 pounds.
Okay.
That's why I asked. So I put it out there. And oh my gosh, do I speak Draconic? That would be so awesome right now. Hold on. Do I speak Draconic? No, I don't.
Nope. Speak Abyssal. Does it speak Abyssal?
I speak Undercommon.
I assume that my blink spell. No, it's not a concentration spell, so it still is in effect. I
Sure.
think. It doesn't say that it ends if I get knocked out.
Back to the Shadow of the Colossus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, blink still goes. Just says for the duration of the spell.
Okay.
So it's my turn. So I'm still behind the rock.
Core, it's your turn after this.
Still behind the rock, and Mage Hand the egg out there, like right there, towards the dragon. So there's this floating hand. I'm not there. Mage Hand is what I'm trying to say.
Right. So it's like hovering in that direction.
Yes, but I am going to hold it like high enough that if it dropped, the egg would break. Okay.
Probably about 15 feet.
Yes. And I'm going to speak using thaumaturgy. Well, that's another action, so I can't do that. So I'm just going to speak, because I guess there's no point in trying to disguise where I am. I'm just going to say.
Stress eating now.
Okay, dragons are easily flattered, right? Oh, magnificent Lord of Flame and Fire! It was redundant. Please forgive our ignorance. We know now. We cannot best you, please. We see that you are only trying to retrieve this. Please spare us.
Spare these worms.
We offer. We. This is a big misunderstanding. Now try for a persuasion.
Use that charisma, baby. Use that
Yeah.
charisma.
Do it, baby.
Mike, you do also have your inspiration.
Did you use that?
No.
Why not? What did you?
You can
succeed
give it
in?
to him.
I never had an occasion where I needed it.
You can give it. Give it.
I
to
kinda
him.
need it.
Give it to him. Oh, thank God.
26. That's my turn.
That's OP.
Blink still doesn't take effect.
What did it do?
Makes me go to the ethereal plane and I'm invincible for a turn.
Oh, right.
You know, that moving planes might drop your mage hand, so perhaps
know.
it's not the worst
I
idea.
know, that's why I was worried, because it was already in effect. Okay, so that happens. 26 persuasion check.
It's pretty high
Please spare us.
for a level 5.
Please spare us. Magnificent Lord of Fire.
Please spare us, Chris.
I think that is a no.
No worries.
And it steps forward, grabs the egg with one of its talons. Actually, four-legged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabs it
Yeah.
with one of its front talons. As it steps
All I
slowly
have,
back
all I
out.
have is my persuasion skills.
It leaves.
As it starts to backpedal, you notice 4 hippogriffs flying in the other direction.
Oh, how close are they? Can I
Christ.
message? Can I message?
They are probably about 120 feet away.
What's the rest range on message?
Wait,
120 feet!
Wow! Woo!
Savra, turn around. Just go. Do not come in here. Don't ask questions. Turn around. Don't let it see you. Go now.
And you see them dip back up.
So are we out of
And-
combat now?
It departs, grabs the body of the Manticore, both parts. One in the mouth, the head in its mouth, and the other in its other claw. Starts to take off.
I feel like I feel like
And with
that
the
was
third
almost too cheap
gust.
to get out with just a persuasion check, but it's all I have.
The third gust, filling the cave entirely with wind, almost knocking everybody off your feet as the wind is kind of moving and navigating its way through the crevices. And the dragon is left.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Well, we didn't win.
Yes, we did. We
just
survived.
survived.
Sure did!
You let us off with a persuasion check and a use of the message spell.
That's the best defeat.
With
I mean-
more, you rolled more than a 20, right?
Yeah, 26.
That's pretty good!
That's
okay.
really high.
I wonder if we can do that
Thank
against.
God
like,
for your inspiration.
I wonder if we can do that against like a god. Like, hey, don't kill us. 28
Well,
or 26.
well, it'll be higher level probably than
Yeah.
this.
I
I'm
just.
not-
But the thing is, like, if it was after the egg, I'm like, just take the egg, go. Like, your goal isn't to kill us, I know, but it's well, it is now. But
Here, take this. Take. You can't
Get-
bring it. You can't bring it back.
okay, so now we're hunted by assassins from the Sacred Stone Monastery and an adult red dragon. So much for getting a target off of our backs. I say this in character.
I take this opportunity to drink.
I drink as well, but I drink my healing potion.
Oh yeah.
Make my way out this goddamn. I'm not staying here.
Yeah, I'm going out of the cave.
Yeah.
We are out of the cave. From my
I look at
hippogriff,
Abram-
and
I
we
look at
start
Abraham.
flying back.
I look at Abram. I'm like, what's his mode? What's he say, if anything?
Make a perception.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
I cast message to see if Sabra is within range. If she's not, fine, but I'm just gonna try it. Like, Sabra, can you hear me?
Okay.
Perception.
Do you read me?
It does not work, unfortunately.
17 total.
Okay. You see, you see him look very visibly shaken,
Mm-hmm.
very visibly upset, but still kind of calming himself, taking deep breaths.
I was
pass
actually
him the all
I was
shine.
like shaking, handing you the dice back.
Jesus.
I pass him the all shine. I'm like, here you go.
Takes a big, nice swig of it.
That's moonshine.
Perhaps we'll drink again someday.
I guarantee that I will drink another day.
Just be glad that you've lived to drink that day.
Yeah, seriously. Core! Still alive over there? Oh, right, you blitzed out of the cave.
You want to know something? I still have full health
Do ya?
in that whole experience, that whole thing. I survived it. Full health.
After 6 times 6 seconds, End blinks out of the plane. After 6 rounds,
The hand disappears.
he blinks out and just goes.
I look around and I'm about to say something to you, but I'm like, oh. I
Then
guess
6
not.
seconds later, he comes back and then disappears again.
I just wanted to. Oh.
The next turn, he's back for a little longer
Wait, hang on. Before
It's a
you.
glitch in the
and
Matrix
disappears
now.
one last time. So I blink out like randomly.
So you depart from the mouth of the cave.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in here?
You're no
Like no treasures that
some
aren't
some
an
scorch marks.
Oh, okay, but no items to see.
Not that you
No
can tell.
loot, as they say in them video games.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
I
Then
found the one loot.
with
Yeah.
Tamara, and we make our way back to the tower.
Your hippogriffs do swarm back in.
Is Ajax still
I
there?
go out and like make the
Didn't
horn.
wander off.
Far, far away.
Far, far away.
I make the horn sound, get the
I do
hippogriff
my
back,
whistle.
and I climb on and I just say, "Phoenix, go home." And I just hold on, like I don't guide it, just go.
And immediately it knows exactly what you're talking about and starts soaring its way back to the tower.
Make sure to follow.
Can't believe it.
Wow.
He didn't even get hit.
Real quick, how's everybody doing on time?
I'm still
Another
good.
15, 20?
Yeah, I got another 15, 20 in me.
Joe?
If it would make a better conclusion to the story of the night, then yes.
Okay.
If it's another whole thing though, then no.
I'm gonna text you real quick.
Okay.
Whispers. D&D Beyond has...
Is not sponsoring this stream.
Not yet. Not yet.
Let's give it some time. This is the real experience.
When he grabbed all these for damage dice, I was like,
I was convinced that I was dead.
I was like, why did he think we couldn't beat Manticores? And then I'm like, oh, I know why he said he was gonna die, because there was a dragon coming into the story.
Yep. Yep.
Are so dead.
I've never fought Manticores before, but I was like, well, bring it on, you know?
Me either.
Surely this
didn't
is
get
a
hit
balanced
by-
encounter.
I survived no damage from 2 Manticores and a dragon.
I just...
An adult dragon. Didn't get hit once. Used 2 spell slots.
Can I say it was pretty cool to stun the Manticore?
That was pretty dope.
That was pretty neat. I mean, I
Go
like...
for it.
I took some boomy knockers and I just went... You know, like that, so...
You make your way back to the tower. Celebrated heroes.
Well, don't feel like it.
Drink.
For escaping,
Yes.
killing one
Well, we killed the Manticore. That was our initial objective. We did
2
do
are
that.
actually dead.
2 are dead.
You are now known as the Obsidian Trinity Dragon Hunters.
No, we
I
didn't
don't
kill it?
I don't volunteer to be a dragon hunter.
Hunter.
Hunter?
Crowds start cheering your name. People celebrate. Whatever leftovers of the feast are still remaining to be had. Ale, beer, drinks,
Hard liquors.
merriment all around. Hard liquors. Sabra eventually goes up to you. Are you disguised anymore at all, Joe?
Just you.
I was never disguised today. I
Right.
look like End.
She motions to you up to the tower with kind of like a sparkle in her eye.
Oh.
And starts to make her way apart from the feast and head towards the pinnacle.
Since it's just her and I'll revert to my normal self.
Okay.
Actually, meaning cast. Once we get up there, I'll cast Alter Self and look like Laldor.
You make your way up to the pinnacle, and night has clearly fallen. The stars are brightly shining. The moon is absolutely radiant. And you see her standing on the eastern side of the pinnacle, just barely outstretched on one of the jettisoning, almost figures out the side, with her back turned to you. She says, Laldor, I think we should talk.
Oh boy.
The breakup.
Yes, Savi.
She turns around and she starts talking under her breath. You can barely hear. And you move closer.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I love you.
Oh.
Didn't
Or at
expect you to
least-
do that.
I thought I did.
Oh.
And she starts walking circles kind of around you.
Like, aggressive?
No, just like pacing almost. Like a little lost in thought. She starts walking around.
Skyrim. I quick save and use unrelenting force to shout her off the pinnacle just to see what happens, and then I load the previous save. Yes, Safi?
I heard that you had quite a hunt.
I would call it quite an escape. More than a hunt, to be honest.
Your tactics. All magic. Where
Yes.
did you learn such things in the army?
She's on to you.
I thought I told you I didn't learn it in the army. I thought I told you I left.
When did you learn to see in the dark?
She's got you there.
How did you know about that?
Abram. We'll get Mike a moment.
Meaning we won't do this while he's here? And as soon as I said that, I was like, oh shoot.
Yep.
Humans can't do that, can
Yeah.
they? It's funny because that was an honest mistake too. Like, I actually made a mistake.
Well, it's funny. It's good for the story, at least.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
I know I could lie.
Look at all my
there's,
D6s.
there's still 1,000 back here.
I know I could lie my way out of this. Though.
You do what you need to do, but there's got to be a point where you admit to this poor girl that you're not who you say you are.
I know I could.
We still
I'm
have
not
to.
sure if I should.
I still need these people.
Yeah.
But you don't know that. You don't really know what I need, to be fair. You know about me as much as I don't know your name is End. At least I do now.
I'm in the middle of something here that I can't talk about because the whole party isn't here. Where did I learn to see in the dark?
Why did I use Hunter's Mark when I could have used Divine Smite? It would have been way more damage.
Yeah, you haven't divine smited.
Smote.
You haven't divine smote.
I think I've done it
anything?
once. Like in the first game.
You haven't divine smitten.
I'm waiting for you to tell me, like, hey, guess what? Now you're sick with the flu. And I'm like, haha! Immune to disease, bitch.
You have a slight sniffle. Oh, I'm immune to disease.
No, I don't.
So, I don't know if you caught that, but
She said,
Abram.
Where did you learn magic?
Abram ratted him out saying that he knew magic and he could see in the dark. Where did you learn these things?
Well, I drop Laldor's accent and start talking like End, which I kind of forget. Did End have an Irish accent?
Irish accent, yeah.
He did. Well, Caxilus had an Irish accent.
Oh, I don't know what End has.
The first time you ever introduced yourself as End to me, you just sounded like
Yeah,
yourself.
okay.
So,
I dropped the however I was talking as Laldor, and I say, I didn't learn it. And neither did Laldor. And I drop Alter Self. And I look like End again, as she's seen before. I never met your Laldor. I did find his body, though. I was in need, and I was selfish, and I knew that he had connections that with a noble lady who had resources that she would be more than willing to share with him, even if she didn't see him in person. And I've been taking advantage of that to keep from starving. And
Then who are you?
I have a very simple name. My name is End. I have to check my stuff.
Did you kill him?
No, I did not. I swear I did not.
You now realize that in the process of her kind of pacing, your back is up against the end of the spire,
Oh,
In the center?
near the edge.
Oh, the edge.
the
Okay.
edge.
She's circled around you multiple times and ended up close to the center, with you closer to the edge.
Yeah. No, I swear I didn't. I didn't realize.
But you made me love you. And I did. At least, I thought I did. And she reaches up, holds her hand to your cheek, runs it down onto your chest, grabs your necklace, rips it off,
I forgot you were wearing that.
pushes you off the spire. And you soar. And you soar.
I call make the horn sound. I hope it works.
You make the horn sound, and you hear the sound of clattering wood locked, and you fall through the clouds.
Oh, I don't have featherfall.
And that's where we'll call it for the night.
Well, wait a second.
How are we supposed to save from this? Can you message me?
I'm his buddy. I would have
Can you
checked the
text me
party
real
to
quick
see
and
where
let
he
me get you
was.
a hippogriff?
I would
I
have.
don't know if Blink would help here.
I would have checked and found out where he was. I was keeping my eye on him because
Do you have
I
Dimension
knew,
Door?
I knew he was fighting.
I don't have anything. I don't even have Misty Step anymore. I gave that up because it wasn't useful enough.
Something has to happen, right? He's not just gonna kill you. Just outright with nothing you can do.
Well,
You
she
can't
has
do
to
that.
she has to make a push attack first of all,
Well-
and second of all,
If she just does it, Chris has something in mind that's gonna happen when we come back. He can't just kill us like that. Right?
How high is the spire? Like,
Hundreds of feet.
this is
You're dead.
Instant death.
Instant death. Something has to happen.
You've fallen, and for a moment you've found peace in your confession.
There is a river underneath you, I think.
Hold on.
And that's where it's over for the day.
I don't like stop ending it here.
stop ending it. Tell it. Give us resolution.
Yeah.
It's going to be a month
Chris,
before
tell me
we
it's gonna
can
be
do-
okay.
Fucking
Chris is like, now, get out of my house.
Now you must leave. Oh shoot.
We're like
Why
refusing to
didn't I
leave.
take Featherfall? Every freaking sorcerer should have.
Do you
Featherfall.
have the ability to learn it?
Not in midair.
No, but you
Or
a sorcerer
anymore.
can't have it.
It's a sorcerer spell,
okay.
but I didn't take it. There's only one thing. There's only two things I can think of, and one doesn't protect me from falling.
I hope you warned us with a message before.
Well, I would have been looking for him because I knew he was
Oh,
fighting
oh,
Abram.
hey. Now, next time. Okay, I'm gonna write down and text you what I'm planning on for next time.
Okay.
Mostly so I don't.
No
forget.
dream sequence for a core?
Mostly so I
this
don't
week?
forget.
Started out this game doing backflips and bars.
I still don't know what happened to that guy who drank my thing. Oh my god. What if the dude is the dragon? I don't know.
You missed it. He went like this.
That was
When
more
I
of a
said that?
confused, like, what?
Oh.
Just a word.
I don't know, a dragon showed up and it could have been the dude who drank my gunk.
Well, that's it for this time, I guess.
Can we say that we got some rest? Full's rest?
You are both level 6.
Oh!
Whoa! Wait.
Not all.
Depends on if you live.
Fair.
Is he seriously gonna kill me because I lied? Because I played
It's
my
not
character?
Fair.
No.
What do you roll?
Like I said, something has to
Health
happen.
points. How do you calculate that?
You
One,
can either
one of your hit dice.
You played your character very well.
Fucking.
played your character very well.
Fucking.
Unfortunately, due to the choices in your backstory, you've reaped what you've sown.
That's bullshit.
I can't tell if he's
bullshit.
dead or not. I don't like
I'm gonna
this.
roll
He didn't
this.
say I hit the ground.
5.
That's true, he didn't say you
I
hit
rolled
the
5. What is that?
Like I said, there's a river. Look on the
5d8
map. There's a
plus-
river underneath the
plus
No, there's
something?
not. I lied.
5 plus whatever your constitution is for your max HP.
7.
5
You'll
minus
get-
1.
You'll get all of the benefits of your 6th level the moment that you take a long rest.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to still be at dinner.
Okay, I'll just keep that in mind.
I just gotta choose if I want to level up my warlock or my paladin. Okay.
Fucking.
What's the next thing for paladin? I think 2 attacks is what I get for my paladin.
At level 6?
At level 4.
You're only level 4.
I'm
Oh,
level
yeah,
3,
that's
level
right.
2.
You multi-class. Right.
Oh no, it's ability score increase. Maybe I will take that.
Level 6.
I'm gonna
Here
decide
we
this later.
come.
Can you remind me that we leveled up next time?
Hey, Chris. You know I'm paying you to work for me on Saturday.
That is true. That is true.
It's gonna be fine. If you were dead, he would tell you.
He would have at least said it. Like I hit. I don't know.
Because he's not gonna make you come to the next session unprepared with no character.
I feel
No,
like
he'll tell you to
I
bring
feel
your
like-
new character
I feel
sheet
like I
next
should
time.
bring a new character next time because
Just
I
do
don't
it.
know.
Here's why I prepared my other character.
I tell you what. I'll bring a new character sheet next time, too.
I just always have a backup. I
If
like
N dies, we all die.
If N dies, we all die.
New campaign. We're going to Waterdeep.
That's
Oh my
what
god,
he's
we're
doing.
gonna have a 6
He's
people
tired of running
campaign.
this campaign. He's killing us all off.
He's like,
I'm
we're
loving
gonna
this
do
campaign.
we're gonna do one campaign now. We're gonna just join theirs.
You know, Rhea asks me what happened. Like, so how did the... She's like, you know, did
She's
you
gonna
have
kick
fun?
you.
And I told her last time, like, yeah, there's this girl whose boyfriend died, and I lied to her and pretended to be him so that she would pay me. And she's like, wow. So when I tell her today, she's probably going to be like,
That's what you
"Serves
get.
right."
Serves you right.
What do you need?
My box.
Oh, right.
Thanks, Chris. It was fun.
Well,
So,
Didn't think I was gonna survive a dragon
it's
attack.
fun.
Yeah, how about that?
you guys remember when I sent you that picture of all the minis that I got?
Yeah, you didn't send that one, did you?
No, it was, I specifically left this out, and that's why I bought the board game for this mini.
You bought a whole
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's all got
Oh my
lots of
god.
books.
I don't know how to feel right now. I have so many emotions.
Hi, everyone.